All right, last time on D&D, on session 7, so let's make session 8, the group continued with Grissa and Pan after assisting the best that they could the dryads that were attacked by the double bear pigs to the central homestead, which is the group has correctly determined that it is Simon's. Upon reaching the homestead, they saw that the constantly swinging and creaking door was not swinging and creaking and almost like blocked. They approached the door, found that there was a dwarfen figure in a puddle of blood, face down. They went to his aid. Grant provided some healing, and the dwarven figure rose. You saw before you a very, not a very old, an aged dwarven male with a full black beard, black hair that had some silver in it. It was cropped up in a top knot. Scars and burn marks over majority of his skin, and he was in simple traveler's clothing, and had a bunch of arrows and bolts and basically sharp objects lodged into his back. The group continued with what their initial task was while introducing themselves to this individual, which is Dregnar. Roque was able to scoop up the accursed shinies bag using his shovel, and the group did agree to bury it there. And with Davis's spear and old armor, they made like a marker, and Grissa helped sort of hide it and make it seem as if it's been there for a long time with some plant growth. The group, joined with Dregnar, continued their quest to the topmost ranch on their map, and with the plan of we're going to be arsons and continue this because, hey, it's working. Some shenanigans ensued. Some double stealths happened with Marb and Al. Al actually surprised the group and out-stealthed the stealthy Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite impressive. Mm-hmm. Upon reaching...
Marb will remember this.
Yeah.
Marb
should have reached in your stealth pocket, Marb.
I know the RNG gods were not with me.
Upon reaching the barn, Al, like a boss, if I recall, rolled a natural 20 on his perception check, realized that the barn itself the interior was covered in viscera, and it had not quite a heartbeat, but it had like a rhythm and a flow to what was going on. And inside he saw 4 figures pulling and harvesting large cysts, which I think we dubbed it like the gross grocery store or something like that, whatever. And the group agreed that they need to burn this down. Oh, there's also goop. That was the other thing when Al put his hand on the window seal. It was like snot, kind of. So the group decided, okay, let's burn it down. Marb used 2 of his 3 tallow canisters.
I used them all.
Actually. Oh, you did use all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marb used 3 of 3. On super hardcore.
Work.
Yes. And thanks to a little observation with Grissa, there was a slight warning to Grant and Gustav that that more swine were coming. But with the fire going and the other swine alerted, melee ensued. Your new combatant friend, quotation marks, Dregnar assisted y'all in the combat, and y'all have successfully dispatched of the original 4 swine folk that emerged from the barn. However, the wagon that was approaching had about another 3 or 4 swine and was being hauled by one of the double bear pigs, which upon closer inspection was the acid variety, which y'all had faced before. Grant had just bared the brunt of the charging double bear pig, been pelted by a few arrows, and we will pick up in combat now. And it'll be Grissa's turn to start. Grissa is nowhere to be found. Pan.
Oh,
Pan is going to.
Chris, why do you do that?
I mean, she has her motives. Well, the spike barrier is used.
Very mysterious.
Pan is going to bamf in a tree and bamf on the other side. You, Davis.
All right, how far away am I from this guy here?
Oh, let's say 35-ish feet. So you
Good
can
enough
get
for me
it
because
in.
I can reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of, take a breath for a second and then just look up and then run straight at him and poke. So.
Okay. It is continuously barreling through, but go for it.
Oh, really? Can I get off to a side a little bit and still?
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
I'm not just in trample range unless he makes it back.
While they are, larger, what is it, 6 feet in length, and every 4 feet at the shoulders, and it is carrying a cart. It did come down that hill, and the cart is adding some more weight, so it looks like this thing's got a hard time slowing down at the moment.
Well, I probably missed anyway because I rolled a big fat 3 for a 9 total to hit.
9 unfortunately misses.
Yeah, as I say, I imagine they have low AC, but not that low.
Yeah, you fought these things before, so you strike it, but it just kind of glances
just give it
off.
the old lay. Whoa! All right, That's it.
All right, Gustav.
Okay.
You would unfortunately probably not be able to reach it, but you might be able to get yourself in a position where it will run by you and you can get a strike if you wanted to. So you're a little bit further away from it.
Yeah. Is everyone still in decently good health, or is anyone who's in critical condition? I don't remember who.
Just over half. That's
I have 2/3. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Also okay.
2/3.
Okay. I don't know if I want to necessarily jump right in, so I will just head over to I think Roque and Grant, and just assume a sort of a defensive posture.
Okay. Let me position so y'all get a little bit better idea. I'm just, for the sake, it is going to go in this direction as if it's going towards the barn. Okay. So defensive position, you're good. Don't worry, it's going to come through this little gap.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's why, Davis, you're able to hit. I'm just repositioning because I repositioned the board just to make it make a little bit more sense. All right. So you're just readying yourself, Gustav, in case something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I probably may just simply wait and then take a more offensive action at the beginning of next turn, probably.
Okay. I need, at this point, anyone who, all of y'all are trained in perception. I need perception checks from everybody. Please and thank you.
15.
Let's see here.
All right, 17, 15. Natural 20. 9.
10 for Gustav.
10, okay. Ooh, natural 1, yeah. Roque is concerned about the large double bear pig charging his way.
Very distracted.
Very distracted.
Please do not talk to me.
Everyone, Al and Roque, y'all have that sound of your heartbeat in your ears, and it's intense action that's going on. Everyone else, you kind of hear this, the ground beneath you is maybe rumbling just a little bit. It could be the heavy footsteps of the boar charging through. Angie, it is not coming from the boar.
Oh.
Pig people.
Do I know it's coming from under the ground? Does it feel
It
like
feels because you rolled a natural 20. It's like the entire under the ground, and it's almost like a large area. Like it's not just like it's not as if something singular is underneath the ground and like tunneling or anything. Like say like a large mole rat or something tunneling. It's like the entire ground is like shaking in unison in a sense.
does it just feel like an earthquake?
Similar, like a mini localized tremor. Yeah, earthquake tremor kind of thing. Not enough to knock you down.
Sure. I think Grant probably just yells out, "Take cover!" And I think there's an earthquake happening. What the? And the board's like running around at the same time.
Yeah. So the pigs, the bowmen, they're having a hard time shooting, so they're going to take their. So now they're about, let's say, 90 feet out, and they're going to continue launching some arrows at the group. This time, with the frustration of Grant being able to, well, one, he was dodging, and two, they were out of my optimal range. They're going to pepper one at Dregnar, one at Davis, and one at Gustav. It's 2 shots each, so I'll just roll first to Dregnar. Natural 2, natural 7. Davis, does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right, D6 plus 3. You take 7 points of piercing damage as an arrow finds you.
Okay.
Natural 9, natural 9. Gustav, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I'm pretty hurt.
No, I asked earlier. I don't care anymore.
Qualified. Offer's closed.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, did you roll your bless, by the way, Davis?
Oh, is it for AC as well? Wait,
No, for the attack roll.
Oh, for the attack.
Initially.
I didn't. Let me go ahead and do that. That's a
I'll allow a
3, so
retcon.
12.
12, yeah, that's what you needed to hit. So go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Damage,
pop.
just a little swipey swipe. 10 damage. 6 plus 4.
Oh, 10. Wow, okay. I forgot how this ability worked. 'Cause I didn't run them for a day.
So I just kind of like rake it along like the side, the side as it kind of goes by.
Yeah, you're good. All right, 24.
I
All
have
right.
inspiration too. Oh wait, actually, can I retcon one more thing? Sorry, I do have
Yeah,
an
that's fine.
inspiration
It's the
die,
first
but I want
round.
to do it on the AC for that because I can do it with that one, right?
It's your reaction to do so,
No
yes.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
So it
I
was
don't,
an
so I don't take
18
the
to hit
damage.
you?
Yeah,
All right,
my
take
AC is
the-
16. So.
Perfect. All right.
Whew. Never mind, I'm good.
All right, Rock. The boar charging by you.
Yeah. He
Or
still has a
maybe
cart.
after.
He's still got a cart attached to him, hey?
Yes.
That just makes him heavier and scarier.
How Also how makes much it easiest much for us to tame bear him. pig
Jump on
weighs?
the card. Just jump on the card.
What was that? I couldn't hear you
Tame
guys.
the beast.
How big are these bear pigs again? How many pounds ish?
Oh, pounds-ish? Ooh,
Lots.
Several hundred.
lots and lots. 800 to 1,000 or so. Probably they're quite large.
An upsetting number.
Running in front of it and tucking in, hoping to stop it is a bad plan. Got it.
I would
No,
love,
you
I
can
mean-
do it.
I'd
Go
love
for
to
it.
see it.
Never let the DM talk you out of a great
Just
idea.
jump and tuck into your shell and just like be a rock on the road.
To be fair, you're the smartest
Surprise,
one in the
motherfucker.
group. You know that would be a bad idea.
But it would be an awesome idea. So tomato.
Dude, I
when
mean,
he gets
yeah,
stone skin and
okay.
starts doing it, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, a little less. It's about 700 to 800 pounds. I apologize. I actually have this written down somewhere.
Yeah, a little more than Rock's gonna run in front of. He's not quite that dumb. Okay.
I would love to see that.
I'm just going to. Rock is gonna throw a firebolt at it. Maybe catch its attention.
Okay. Give me that spell attack.
Yeah, that.
You recall that hitting these things is not too difficult.
Make a ranged spell attack. Blah blah blah.
Plus
Okay.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. What am I supposed to roll for that? Sorry.
D20 plus 5.
Okay.
I know it's a little confusing because you got your cleric numbers and then you got your wizard numbers.
Yeah, I was kind of.
The higher ones are always your cleric ones. Or your wizard ones, sorry. Yeah, that definitely hits. All right, roll me that D10 fire damage.
Woohoo! It's gonna be a 2. Rock knows.
You've never rolled above before, I think.
4 is my max. Oh yeah!
Oh, improvement. You hit, and yeah, the fire hits. You burn some of its loose bristles.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to run beside Davis?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move over across to Davis and make a lot of noise to try and attract, some attention, and
Okay.
maybe have the bow pig stop shooting at everyone else, and
Alright.
target me for a bit. So yeah,
I like it. Wizard
that's
tank.
The wizard tank.
That's a
That's a classic archetype, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm kind of
Alright.
imagining Roque running up, jumping up and down, making a bunch of noise, and then running away. So then now they're just another target.
that is exactly what Rock would do.
Yep.
Last time he ran at a pig and then it hurt, and I ran away because I was like, "Fuck that."
Alright.
Can I keep my shield on my back? Or
Yes. Yeah. So you kind of like
I'm
find a
on.
place for it next to your pack. Like you've kind of fashioned a little hook for it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm running around with my light crossbow. Big boy. Whatever.
It strikes. It sticks in, but it doesn't seem to even notice. Like a little bug bite. Dink.
I'll take it.
All right. Dregnar.
What size category is the bear pig?
The bear pig is a large.
Grapple it.
I was thinking about it, but I'd be at disadvantage, right?
Do it.
No, you can grapple one category larger than you.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Right?
How far away is
gonna
he?
do it, boys.
40-ish feet.
Oh, that's my move. So here we go.
So you basically have to dive tackle it. I love it.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna let it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
What did you say?
I'm
You
gonna
broke
do
up.
this Steve Austin jump and just slam
No,
it
no,
go for
no.
start pounding.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run up beside it. I'm gonna bulldog it.
Oh,
Grab it
okay.
by the head and just kind of
Oh,
pull
nice.
it down with me.
Okay. Or maybe grab its tusks if you're lucky.
Not with a 7.
Nope.
That you. Oh no! Yeah.
I have advantage, but
You rolled a D4 instead of a D.
On the second.
no, the D20 is above. It's for my unarmed
But
attack.
your advantage.
Oh, I'm
so you can do it
grappling.
for-
Duh, I'm grappling. I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
14.
There we go. 14. That would hit. Let's see if you manage to. I mean, these things are rather strong. Natural 9 plus what's its strength? What's its strength? Plus 4.
Got him.
13. You grapple it.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Natural 9 plus 4. You grapple it. You
Okay.
bulldog its. Were you grabbing like its tusks, its ears?
Yeah, I'm just like grabbing around its neck,
Okay.
grabbing a tusk, and just pulling to the right to try to bring it down.
Bring it down. Okay. Let me. It's a lot of weight, so you're definitely steering it, but you're not necessarily at this point heavy enough to bring it down. Maybe on your next turn, since now you got it grappled.
Okay,
In a sense, there's too much, mass.
gotcha.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so let's just move you kind of like on this thing. There you go. Marb, your dwarf friend is crazy.
He crazy. Are any of the bow pigs in the back injured, or were
No, they have
my
not been-
hunter's mark?
they have not been
on
touched
the
yet.
board?
Your hunter's mark was recently on the bitchfork pig
Yeah.
that you killed.
I thought I moved it before because I was able to take a bonus action. Did I get to move it to the pig? Never
Yeah, you
mind.
can move it. I mean, I don't unless if you're
I don't remember where it was. Just move it to the pig.
okay. It's on the double boar pig.
Uh,
Other pig.
Yeah, and then just my hardest shot I can take.
Are you doing the sharpshooter version?
Let me roll first.
No, you can't. With sharpshooter, you got to declare it before.
You should.
That's right, it's the other one.
You should. They have
Yeah.
low AC.
Yeah, I think I can do it because I
Okay.
mean,
You've shot these things before. You know they're bulky. They're not
Yeah,
like.
I don't think I'm gonna miss, but you never know. Roll the
Yeah, meta pigeon.
then just +2, right? So
Yes.
I have a +7 -5. Sweet.
And then afterwards, you can choose.
Ooh, bow, bow, bow.
Got him.
Oh my god! Did you just crit on a sharpshooter?
Well,
Yeah.
sharpshooter doesn't get doubled.
But still, it's so wait, so
That's
it's 2d8, the d6. So wait, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 6, 22 plus 16, 22 plus 16,
38.
38. All right, go ahead and roll me 2d8 and a d6, and we'll add that damage to it. So you're already doing.
It's like that part in Rambo where he shoots the guy with the exploding arrow.
2d8 and 1d6.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say the guy that he chopped in half with a machine gun.
I mean, that comes later, I imagine.
Decent rolls on this too.
Yeah. So what was it? We said it was
38.
38
Yeah.
and
So
13.
you did 51 damage on that.
All right, 51 points of
yeah.
damage. Let's see if this thing manages to. Oh, it rolls a natural 20 on its relentless. It's
No.
it's Marb. This thing, your bolt, the arrow that you shoot just misses Dregnar, who's hanging on to like around its neck, and you shoot, and the arrow goes clean through the skull of the boar, and you actually see like from even the like a little bit like on the angle that you're at, you see the splatter come out from the other side of its head, and you see your arrow go clean through, but it ain't stopping running.
He's a zombie.
In through its eye and out through its butthole.
Basically,
It's an amazing shot.
that thing should be dead. All right, Double Vorpig is going to continue barreling through, and you said you're gonna.
0. Or no, he's just grappled.
He's unfortunately, yeah. Well, normal like a grapple would in the sense like just because there's so much mass behind it, he's slowing it down. So instead of moving its full 40, it's moving its full 20. Okay. But it's going to use its full action to continue. So it's going to actually travel the 40, and it's going to get really close to the barn. And Dregnar, you're just going along with the ride.
Nice.
And you're just holding on. And
Dregnar a high five as he goes by.
I guess Gustav, it would have crossed your reach, so you could technically take an attack of opportunity against it.
Yeah, I will definitely go ahead and do that.
Roque, you too? Yeah. If you wanted to bat at it with your stick?
Hey, would they have flanking because I'm on one side?
It should be dead, sure. Yeah, I'll give you flanking.
I probably would get an AOE too, but I'm not going to
What do I roll to bat at?
No, you use your reaction for the...
the shield, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 plus 6 is 20.
That hits.
Hit.
All right.
Let's take a look at the...
It doesn't matter what damage you do, but go for it.
Yes, it does! I did 13 damage.
All right, it fails to save. So
good.
As the arrow goes, Gustav, you just naturally just swipe, and you do a clean cut, and it runs for another 10, 15 feet, and then Dregnar, where you're holding on, all of a sudden that like the head purchase that you have, it starts to get really wet and warm, and you're starting to lose your grip as like you realize the head of the beast is just hanging on barely, and there starts to be the acid glands that it has start to like spew acid and everything, and I need you, Dregnar, to roll a dex saving throw for me. You're the only one in range.
Sure.
And
dex is +3.
Yeah, and then the now corpse of this thing continues to run and smashes into the side of the.
Perfect, into the fire.
Ah, damn it!
It's all good.
Just hit up and then go back and slash.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. You take half of this damage. 3d6 acid, 1, 2, 2. You take 3 points of acid damage.
Should be 2.
Ow.
Oh, 2 points of acid damage. Yes. Yeah. 2 points of acid damage. And with that, like it slams. There's that impact in the barn. Dregnar, you put your feet kind of up, catch it, and kind of quickly run on the wall and kind of flip off. Kind of catch yourself. And then the entire group, you feel the ground. And from the ground,
It's nothing. It's fine.
everything's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. From the ground, these visceral, flesh-colored tendrils just start to erupt.
Oh, it's big penis worms.
They're not necessarily penis worms, and even some of them start to like come out of the roof and the windows of the barn.
Oh,
And
shit,
now
I'm
there's
getting
just
up.
and there's just like these now dozens of these, and we're talking 3-4 foot in diameter tendrils just erupt from the ground, and they're just going to start just slamming everything within 50 feet or so of the barn. And I guess the only people that are within range, Dregnar, the corpse, and Dregnar and the corpse. Okay. Natural 20 on the corpse. Natural 19 on Dregnar. So that's does a. I'm sure the answer is yes, but let's just be safe.
So 32 hit you.
You're not far
Somehow
off.
no.
Does a 29 hit you? Yes.
Let me think. Let me do some quick math. Yes.
No, he's
Okay.
fine. He's fine. It's not even a problem. Whatever.
You take. God, it rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is he still
Like
raging?
I'm still
he's
raging, so half for 5.
Yeah, nice.
Yes. So, ka-thunk, it hits you. It pushes you a distance. And now what you see, the group now kind of gathering what's happening is, these Al, for sure, Al, it's the same like viscera and flesh, and it's that same, it's as if the barn itself is defending itself and coming to life. And it's just a sea, like within like 50 feet of it, there's just tendrils whipping around. And you hear this.
I don't like this.
Grissa, Pan, nowhere to be seen. Davis.
There's no real targets in my vicinity. There's just the bow pigs a ways away, right?
I mean, there's wacky waving inflatable arm
yeah, that's the thing.
tentacles, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how far can I like get out of the? I'm not in the range of them now, right?
You don't know.
Well, I mean, there's none like out like at my feet right now, right?
No, but they are
They're kind of like popping out.
like in the air. Like some of them, like at least go like 15 feet up in the air.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna head away from those, but kind of towards the bow pigs.
Okay.
I'm
Are
assuming I probably
you?
can't get there. I'm not. Do I want to dash?
Are you dashing? Or
What? So are they? Do I see any like melee arms on them? Kind of from this distance? Can I see like if there's swords at their sides?
give me a perception check.
Sure. That is a 17.
Yeah, you definitely see there's either some sort of like bladed, like on their waist or on their back.
Fuck it. I'm going anyway. Yeah, I'll dash.
You going anyways? All right. One of the tendrils whips at you. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
What is this? Another 1, 1, and a 5. 1, 1, 5. So that's 7. 7 plus 7. 14 points of bludgeoning
Oh
damage.
shit.
Isn't Roque concentrating on Bless?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you'll have to say. Or no, he didn't.
Oh wait.
No, he didn't get hit though.
Sorry.
No, on
I
the
wrote it
box.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm concentrating on shield. Or not on the.
No, you're not concentrating on anything.
Oh, I thought I was.
I don't have a
doing
little
like-
dot on you.
Okay.
Well, that hurt. So actually, I would have taken that as I leave that area then.
Yeah, as you leave the space, so you can divert. You can
Yeah, I'll
change
divert.
your.
I'll run kind of away from them actually now.
Okay. So you take like 20 feet, get whacked, and then you're like, oh no,
But
and then
still
you just,
out of the tentacle. Like I'm gonna stay away from
Yeah.
the tentacles. But yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'll take the dodge.
Perfect.
Dodge action.
Oh, okay. All right.
Put
So
my-
you're dodging.
Yeah, because because I don't want to get hit.
All right, so that's Davis is dodging. All right, Gustav.
Okay.
Freaky shit going on.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot. It hurt. I'm hurt.
Are we dealing with just sort of like discrete numbers of tentacles, or are we treating it more as just like a section of like a terrain feature?
It's a numerous number of tentacles that seem to be all in like working together. Terrain feature for DM to player terrain feature.
Gotcha.
No idea.
Right. I don't know. Is it obvious? Like, are they just flailing? Does it seem like they're actually trying to do something, or what's happening there?
They're, by the way that Davis ran, and you saw that it like honed in on him and whacked him. It seems to be not just random in the attacks.
Sentient.
Okay, well, I'm just going to attack the closest one to me, with the goal being to just like hack it off completely.
Sure, go for it.
Time to do some pruning.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 17 enough?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is 13 damage again.
You strike it, and from the barn you hear this.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And that one tendril slips back into the ground.
Okay. I suppose then I will. Man, I don't know. I guess I'll just move away from the barn a little ways.
Okay.
Maybe here-ish.
Okay. Movement triggers its attack. 26 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm rolling really shitty on these 3d4s. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 3. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how to do the thing on this.
Sure. And then
armor.
Gustav, give me an intelligence check after this.
Where I thought there was a thing, because I'm not seeing even the health bar appearing over the marker anymore.
Oh, I'll try to fix them later. Sorry about.
Okay.
If you can just track it in D&D Beyond, that'd be the best for me.
Okay. I will do that. So
Appreciate it.
That's 9 damage.
Yep.
All right.
And
Let's
then D20 plus 1 for an
Intelligence.
intelligence check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 10.
10. The best that you can get, these things react to anything that moves away. Like, just moves.
Right.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
Okay.
All right, Grant. You just watched 2 of your friends get pummeled.
Yeah. Quick question: did Allegretto ever get hit by the thing? Is he still hiding? Is Al in stealth still?
No, Al is like not necessarily because he came out to shoot his bolt, right?
Yeah.
So you saw him crop up. The tendril, you saw 2 or 3 tendrils just kind of whack all around him, but they didn't seem to contact him.
Yeah.
They rolled a natural 2 against him.
Right. Okay, so I think we might want to be retreating from the house. I don't know.
That's up to you. Yeah.
So I think Grant kind of yells out towards Roque and Al because they're still super close. We need to retreat, move back slowly, and he kind of moves towards the pig guys with his shields up to try to block any arrows and kind of like
Okay.
get some cover, I guess.
Okay.
And he'll just dodge.
All right.
He'll move like in between, past the monk, stand in between the pigmen and the rest of the group, and get his shield up.
All right. Dodging, moving. Does a 22 hit you at disadvantage?
It does hit me.
Okay. That's a little bit more. 10, 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Okay.
But you are, with that hit, you're confident you need to possibly get away.
Okay.
And each time it assaults, you see the barn itself, Grant, because you you're pretty perceptive. You see some of the shingles of the barn start to kind of fall off, and some of the boards start to kind of creak off. It's very much reacting to everything going on around it. The pigs drop their bows, drop their weapons, and start booking the other direction.
Cowards!
You and me too, friends.
Roque.
That just leaves more house for us to kill. It's fine.
Yeah, pigs running away. Didn't see that coming. All right. I'm
Why
gonna.
did I put my shield at them and start dodging? I'm just gonna run. God.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running. However far away that puts me towards people.
You're gonna dash?
I'm gonna be like, I told you guys, demon, something coming now.
All right.
Here's what we got.
Hank, he'll be like, whoa.
All right. Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah, I would say so.
Ooh, 12.
Oh god.
19.
Oh, no.
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, I'm almost dead.
Same friend. Same. And I have no way of helping that situation.
That's what you get for complaining all the time.
Alright, so we're gonna
You
go
managed
back
to
to
run a
the
little bit
inn.
further. Run a little bit further.
Yeah, so I'm not
Yeah,
dashing. I'm just using my normal movement.
Oh, you're not dashing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're
just my normal movement, however far it gets me.
Okay, what would you bonus
And
action?
then bonus act. Well, I haven't done an action.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, movement. Yeah, action.
So
Go ahead.
bonus action. Who's most hurt? I'm gonna kind of look around and see who's like.
You or Davis, probably, from
Yeah, maybe.
what I can
Probably
think.
me.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a heal at Davis. I still got 2 spells left.
Thanks.
Nice.
I'll just be like, Davis, guy, ouch, but
Spit out a little bit of blood.
Help.
Thanks.
and
Don't worry, Davis. I'm going to help you fireball. Oh, shit, wrong spell.
Well,
Wrong hand movement. Wrong hand motion.
I always get those two confused.
oh, useful.
oh gosh.
That's still 3 more than what he had.
And
He gave me 50% more hit points.
Hooray.
The heal could be my bonus action, and then that leaves me my action. Can I tuck in?
You want to sure tuck it, Brunk?
Yeah, I'm just in. I'm like, I'm out. That hurt. You guys
My
deal
job
with
is
it.
done here.
Okay, yeah, wait. So you moved your 30, then tuck.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool. All right, nice. All right,
And
Al.
tucked right next to the house.
I'm a
Al,
guy. It hurt. I
I
got
need
scared.
you.
No, he starts doing a cartwheel, then tucks, and just keeps rolling.
That'd be dope.
Take the momentum.
Just turns himself into a giant wheel.
Al, 2 things. Wisdom saving throw first.
Okay.
As you're like in a sea of massive. Do you want to lucky that?
Nice.
Oh,
Nah, it's
Because I
good.
feel
Oh,
It's a coveted double 1.
lucky.
the double guns.
Wisdom, though. I mean, who needs wisdom?
Guys!
Oh my god!
3 ones.
How
Okay,
do you triple one?
this was meant. All right, Al.
Okay.
The-
I want to. Go on.
Did you spend a lucky and got another 1?
Yeah, he did. So
Amazing.
1 and a 1 into another 1. Al, as a quite literal forest of these flesh, sinewy tendrils reaching 15, maybe 20 feet. You look up and it's as if it's a canopy forming. And that dread, that fear, that, oh God, I'm going to die kicks in. And you are paralyzed by fear until the start of your next turn.
What?
So we just see him like look up and then just
He locks
stay in
up.
place.
He just, yeah. Al, you want to move. None of your limbs are not, your legs, nothing is responding to you.
So is he frightened? Is that what it is?
He's paralyzed by fear.
Oh, so he's paralyzed. Okay.
He's considered paralyzed.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Well, except for the pooping. He is shitting himself.
He backtakes his bells.
Damn, I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
here to help.
Okay. Sorry, Al. Dregnar, you see some freaky shit. You were not expecting this. First there was pigs, now there's this.
Okay, so
Fuck
everyone,
the
it
bird.
looks like everyone's retreating except for Al, right?
Yeah, you
That's good.
see, with your passive, you see Al, and he's like locked up, and he's locked up.
Okay, so I didn't hear half of what you said because for some reason I can't hear you guys right now. There's something wrong with the Discord.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting cutting in and out really bad.
Oh, fuck.
Seems
Let
fine for me, just for what it's worth.
me just do that in case that's my end. So let me try again. Let me know if it cuts out. I'll also type it if need be. You get your sense about you after the impact on the barn. You see the forest of these pink fleshy tendrils, and you look over and you see the young tiefling just locked up in fear. What do you want to do, James or Dregnar?
Well, I didn't hear you again, so
Fuck.
it's all right.
Okay.
I'll do my turn and reset myself and come back in. I'm going to run towards Al, pick him up, and get the hell out of here.
Okay. The other guys, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see the dwarf brave the crazy forest of tendrils. Wow. Man, heroics is rewarded. Rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 3 on both of his attacks.
Nice.
For against both of them because they're technically both moving. And Al because and a natural 5. So 15 doesn't hit Al or any of them. So that you see the dwarf rush over, grab Al, huck him over his basically his shoulder. Kind of a funny sight, seeing that Al's probably.
I think 50 does hit him though. He doesn't have his shield up.
Oh no.
Sorry to be that guy.
It do. It's a match.
Oh, it does hit you? Oh, okay. You got one more lucky, don't you?
Yeah, good.
I mean, do you want to
Yeah,
use
I'm
it
still lucky.
to re-roll the attack, or you want it to hit you? You are paralyzed, so it is a critical if it hits you.
Oh, yeah, lucky.
Wait, no. If the
Wait.
attacker's within 5 feet, I mean, I guess
He's
that's
within a
running by.
sea of these tendrils.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sorry, like I get it, but like
I'm spending my last lucky.
that's good. I rolled a natural 1 again.
Ah!
So we went from super unlucky to lucky.
I
Yeah.
have like 5
What was that?
5 what?
of the last 8 rolls have been 1s.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone is very competent. I don't know what you're talking about. We're all extremely good at things.
Yeah.
So you're
Al, so
re-rolling that roll?
yeah, I re-rolled it and I rolled a natural 1
Oh,
on the
shit, nice.
on the attack. So the 15 turns into an 11, which is a natural 1. So misses. And yeah, you're being carried by your dwarven friend Al. You're still locked up though. Marb! Forest of tendrils.
I see everyone bolting out. I follow. Yes.
Okay. How are you dashing? How are you getting out of here? Or what's your movement like?
A spell is a full action.
Depending on the spell. I need to know what spell.
Cure wound.
Cure wounds is a
Yeah,
full
one
action,
minute.
yes.
Okay, then how far can I get with just like a bonus action like dash?
You can't bonus action dash. You're a rogue or a
Then
monk.
just run.
You're running?
Yeah,
Okay.
bonus action. all my movement speed, and I have a cure wounds for anyone that is critical, maybe Gustav, maybe Grant.
All right.
Like, line up.
So as you're running, Marb, one of those tendrils whips out at you. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Are you still up?
Yeah.
All right, you continue. You power through, and
Um,
you're reaching out to someone.
Gustav and Grant, who's lowest in HP?
I believe Grant looks more beat up than.
Then Gustav.
Yeah, I'm only down 9 currently.
Okay, then I touch
Mhm.
Grant, yes, and cast my last spell slot for
Okay.
Cure Wounds. And I have to roll the
Yeah,
life,
D8
right?
plus 3. Yes. Yes.
Okay, plus 3.
bad.
6.
Nice.
Just a little boost.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. So now, the tendrils whip back, and they start just assaulting the area again. The only people that are in reach are Dregnar and Al.
I'm back, by the way. You can turn the music back on. It must have been
Okay. So to recap real quick for you, James, your heroics managed to grab Al.
Yeah, I heard that part. I didn't go off until you went to the next turn.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, you guys are the only ones left in the area, and these are not actual attacks. These are like a special ability, so they don't take advantage of natural 7. Does a 17 hit you, Dregnar?
Nope.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
it's not. And Al's up in the air, so it doesn't actually recognize it as a target. So.
I'm flying.
Yeah. Grant, you kind of just naturally kind of are looking back to see how your friends are doing, and you see 3 of the tendrils wrap around the corpse of the double bear pig, and just kind of lift it 20 feet up in the air and just rip it apart. Just get it, and the cart comes crashing down. 2-3 parts of the boar come falling to the ground. And you also see that the fire that was burning on the outside is becoming less and less intense.
Fudge.
And then Grissa, not around. Davis.
I'd like to run over towards these guys, but like staying out of any way there where I could get hit.
Okay. Yeah, by now y'all have kind of gauged maybe the danger zone.
Yeah, and then I'll fucking huck a javelin at the closest tendril to Dregnar. And Allegretto.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck it. Fuck those things.
And the entire time you're just.
That's 17 plus, I guess, my dex.
Definitely hits.
Okay, yeah.
You can use your strength to throw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that hits d6 plus 4. 6, 10 damage, so.
All right, the closest tendril to your 2 friends, you launch a javelin. It sails through the air about a foot or 2 in front of Dregnar, stakes the tendril, and the tendril slips back into the ground.
And I just kind of like, just kind of mean mug.
Yeah, fist bump.
That's it.
Gustav.
I think we'll turn to my compatriots, Marb and Grant, and say, "Well, what the hell do we do now? This seems pretty bad."
How do we slay a fucking house?
That is a fantastic question. Does the fire seem like it's still burning decently well?
Yeah.
Or...
It actually, starting now that you're looking at it, it's actually starting to go down.
Okay, well, the fire's not working.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
It's almost.
Drown it.
Yeah.
I don't suppose anyone else has more fire somewhere.
I got plenty of fire. I can't get anywhere near this thing to light it up.
Maybe the dryads will save us. They ran away.
He's
They're gonna come back with a tank.
I can throw firebolts at it, but I don't want to untuck.
Well, why don't you come over here?
You have to say it like this. You have to be like.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I know what to do.
Well, you're now the closest thing to the house, so you might want to get them. Go away from it.
He managed to get out of reach. It's at the only two people that are still within the field of tendrils is Dregnar and Al. That's the only reason I haven't broken initiative order yet. So
Okay.
Gustav, you're
I'm gonna go over to Roque and just start yelling in the shell at him. Be like, "Get out of there and help! If you're gonna set the house on fire, you do it. Don't just sit around in your shell all damn day."
I love it.
Classic.
Very
Tough
selfish.
love.
That was what I like to call an effective turn. Yell at teammates. Check.
The ideal turn. Okay.
Ask rhetorical question. Check.
I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tearing up. All right, nice.
Yeah, that was so funny. Ooh.
Okay, now that we know that one of them might die, and they're the only ones gonna get hit, I'm gonna hold action. I'm gonna hold my action and cast Healing Word if one of the two of them goes down.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
So you're focusing on it. You're holding that spell. You're
If anyone goes down, and if the turn passes, then it just fizzles. That's fine.
Yes, exactly. And a rule that people tend to forget is when you are holding a spell, you are concentrating on it. So, for example, if you had Bless, the Bless would drop, and you're concentrating on holding that spell.
Right.
Sure.
So, okay. Cool. Pig people, keep running.
Bye-bye.
Rock.
They turn around and shoot me immediately, and I drop my spell. Fire one volley as they run.
They pull out guns
And
and
as
start
you
shooting.
drop, then a tendril hits you because it feels you hit the
There
ground.
was a giant psych, and they're coming back.
Break yourself. Bam, bam, bam.
Rock, Gustav is yelling at you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like tentatively untuck slowly with my bonus action, just looking at being just like what, like, guy, tentacles, not cool. What do you want from me?
Untuck
I don't know. Maybe to help.
I will help from a distance, and I'm just gonna.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay, so I'm gonna like hide behind people now because I'm basically dead, and I'll just throw a firebolt at house.
At house, okay.
It's pretty far, isn't it?
Let's get its
Go for
attention.
it.
Firebolt's got 120
Oh,
feet.
shit,
So
nice. Okay.
Yeah, the house is within range. Go for it.
okay, do I have to roll a d20 for hitting a
It's
house?
a spell attack.
It's a spell attack. I mean, just don't roll a natural one.
Yeah, just don't miss.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be super embarrassing.
Hey, Rock,
The
is there a
tendril hits
specific
the
thing
firebolt
you're
away.
aiming for?
Where the fire kind of already is, I'm just gonna try and like
Okay.
hit in that area to try and like get it to
Maybe
blaze.
there's an exhaust port you can fire it into.
The Riddles found the plans.
I think you'll find.
Definitely hits.
Cool.
Give me that damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
On point. Classic
Okay.
Rock.
Classic
It hits.
Rock.
You just see the fireball. Boop.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be like, see
Good
there,
present.
I helped. I made fire.
The fire doesn't pick up
Excellent
anymore.
shots.
Yeah. Al, you are no longer paralyzed by fear, but you are being carried.
This is fun.
Just give him a pat on the chest and be like, "Thanks, buddy."
You should pull out your lute and play a song as he carries you.
While being
Nope.
carried.
Do like Ride of the Valkyries or something. There you go.
I was probably gonna stay up there now that he's gonna
Okay.
contemplate everything.
Okay.
Thanks, bud. Keep going.
All right. So Al, you stay up there. Dregnar.
Do I need to double or dash, or can I do a normal move to get out of this?
With your speed and being halved by carrying some, yeah, you can definitely still make it with your normal movement.
Okay, normal movement,
Okay.
and then I drop out and say, "You guys forgot something."
Okay. As you're leaving, the air rolls a 18 to hit you.
Yeah, we'll hit.
All right.
Ooh.
The good thing is it didn't recognize Al as a threat. 3 ones.
I take 1 point.
You take 10 total, so 5 points of damage.
Got it.
I rolled 3 ones on a 3d6.
Damn, son.
All
Where'd
right.
you find this?
All right, so there you go.
Towering by the door.
Y'all are effectively out of range from these whipping tendrils. As you put Al down, kind of throw him, Dregnar, you realize just from like the being in there that Al and you are just like got that snot mucus kind of all on like your shoulders, on your back, and your hair, just from being within.
I look at Al and said, "Did you do this?"
I told you.
What are you talking about?
She's giving me nightmares.
Look, I ugly cry when I'm upset, okay? I won't apologize for it.
And the barn again goes up, and more shingles start to fall, and it's almost as if the area is just shaking. But no more tendrils start sprouting or anything.
Y'all.
What in the fucking hell is
I
that?
mean, we got 3 more houses to do. Let's go.
Well,
Yeah, work's definitely done here.
Back to this one.
Fire set. I mean, we did our job.
Yep.
We're done.
Nothing
We
more we
didn't
can
sign up
do.
for tentacles coming from the ground. We're out.
No, for real though. I think we should head back to town. We need more help. I think.
Yeah.
We need to bring the full force of the cause out. We can't
And
do
if
this
nothing
alone.
else, people need to know what's going on here. 'Cause I don't think they understand. All they heard was squealing in town one day, and then that was it.
Now
don't
we
know
have
what's
tentacles
happening.
coming
What was
from
the dude's name? Meeker? We need to get Meeker and his boys out here.
Yeah, agreed,
So,
for sure.
while you guys are having this like quick, winded discussion, from the trees that are within 30, 40 feet behind y'all, Grissa pops out,
Oh,
followed
welcome
by
back.
Pan, and they
It's
say,
her pet.
and they look at what's happening, and they one little retcon, which I apologize from session 1 into this. I forgot that the time of year that it is, the sun goes down at around 7, not 9, like I was thinking. So you guys have a little bit less daylight than you were expecting.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
This
Worst
is bullshit.
How
Ah,
can you?
can't do
DM
this.
ever.
Illusion is ruined.
Losing room. I know.
The fourth
So
one.
yeah, all of a
DM's
sudden,
daylight saving
Alright,
time
we are
screws us
set up
again.
a camp immediately then.
the sun
Sleep
jumps
right.
down.
Literally unplayable.
Yeah, I know. Grissa comes out, looks at what has happened, looks at the state of y'all, and in Sylvan, so Roque, because she's in a panic, forgets to speak common, she's like to Roque, "We must go to the forest for shelter now."
Turtle Man, what's she saying?
Hey, guys, she's saying we need to go to the forest for shelter. I agree. There's tentacles growing from a
The
barn.
pigs came from the forest. Does she know it's safe?
Is the yeah? Okay, that's fair.
No, forget about that. Just go to the
I panicked.
Let's
I
just
panicked.
charge deep into their
She said go to the
territory.
forest. I'm in. Let's go to the forest.
So you don't. And so you say, "Let's go to the forest." And she hears you, and then she says, "Okay," kind of nods, and then her and Pan run to the largest tree that is in the area, and they both place their hands on it, and you see the bark begin to split, and a very pale green light starts to emit from it, and she says, "Hurry," in Sylvan.
Okay, guys, I think she wants us to go into the tree.
I've been through one of those portals. Is fucking awesome, and I run into the portal.
Not what I expected.
I love it. You guys just hear Marb say, "Fucking awesome," and runs.
I'll
Hits his head in the
reluctantly
tree,
follow.
takes 1d4.
Oh, sweet.
I was right behind him. He's like, I just need to get the fuck away from that
Alright,
thing.
then I'm hurrying right behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done with the tentacle. Done with the tentacles.
I'm in. I'm rocks all in. He's following.
Yeah, so as you guys are running, you hear that roaring rumor kind of coming from the barn, continuing, and then you all step through,
Nice.
Well,
and you emerge on the edge of the forest. I'm gonna switch all over to the Volpine map just to kind of give you an idea where you're at, or the little. So you were like down here, more or less, working your way, and the last sets. I gotta really like zoom in. So zoom in pretty heavily where I'm pinging. Sorry guys, I wish I could resize these better. Freehand black. So this is roughly like the center section. The first 3 that y'all destroyed were like these kind of, and then when y'all went, y'all kind of followed this path back originally. This is before you, Dregnar. The ones that y'all just burned was probably like this, like right in this area, kind of here somewhere, and y'all are probably like in this X, like in the woods. So there's still like 1, 2, and 3 according to your map left, but y'all are probably somewhere in this area right here, safe from what y'all can tell in the woods. What would y'all like to do? I'm gonna move y'all bit.
I die the second we come out of the portal.
Do we know, like, you're like out of character? We know where we are, but like our characters can't really tell quite where we are, right?
No, y'all are all of a sudden you're in these pine woods. It's majority pine. When you actually step out and look, it's not claustrophobic. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, I have a out-of-character question.
Okay.
Would my natural explorer prevent us from getting disoriented, or was that teleportation?
It's teleportation. Yeah, it's that sheer. You don't know how far you traveled. Did you travel 30 feet? Did you travel a mile? That you don't know, right? All of a sudden, you went from run-down, neglected, abandoned barn with dying plant life, withering grass, and now hentai tentacle barn monster into.
Yeah, I've seen this hentai before.
And
this old chestnut.
Yeah, and Marb. Actually, y'all are all. This is, at least from what you gather, it's the woods, right? It's the Foxwoods, possibly, because you don't believe you've traveled very, very, very far. And you're in a pine forest. It's predominantly pine. There's some elm, which also make their presence known. It's vibrant and lively. It's not like super lush and everything, because you can see that you're still, when you look out from the woods, you can still see that where the terrain changes into the farmlands and into the pigs ranches and everything. So it's almost like you can see it, but you're a good maybe half a mile or so away from the immediate danger. You're in the woods. The sun is coming down. There's the light coming, piercing through the canopy. The grass is greener. The leaves, the pines are greener. The air is fresher.
So I'll be like, so now where do we go? We just stay here? I kind of say to Grissa, not realizing that she may not fully understand me.
She looks at you and says, "Yes, we have shelter." And her and Pan both kind of go over to another. Y'all had to emerge from a fairly large tree to an even larger tree. And I mean, it's probably circumference-wise 20 feet in diameter or so, right? So fairly large. And she goes up to it, and Grissa in Sylvan, so Roque, you hear it, it's, "We need your help. We need shelter." And almost kind of shockingly, especially since you just went with some earth tremors, you feel the ground start shaking again, and the roots of the tree just start to kind of emerge, and the tree almost kind of like steps and lurches back and opens into a large cavern underneath.
Shit, let's go.
And
we need some rest, like hardcore.
Yeah, for sure.
Dregnar, for you, it reminds you of a bear's den, and it's
Okay.
comforting.
Okay.
So y'all all go, and there's plenty of room down here. And then as you all kind of go down there, the tree itself kind of lurches back, kind of to seal off, not completely. So there's still like some, you can still see kind of outside, but you're more surrounded and sheltered. And then Pan just starts in her hand, just kind of opening it and blowing, and these little, basically like lightning bugs just start to emerge and fly around, and they just start to settle interior, and there's this warm glow, and y'all are safe.
So, has there any seem like? So is it? What's the flooring situation? Is it just like dirt, like hard packed earth?
It's not necessarily so hard packed earth. It is hard packed to the sense like it's a solid floor.
Yeah, it's not like loose soil or anything.
Yeah. As you're looking around, Pan sees you looking, and then she kind of runs her hand along, and lush green grass starts to grow. And you see that both her and Grissa are actually smiling with relief that it's vibrant and lively. And you have now basically like a grass carpet underneath.
Nice. So I'll go over to Dregnar and I'll be like, hey, I really respect you going back for my friend back there. I would have done the same if I could, but I'm glad you were there for him, so I can't thank you enough.
I understand. I don't leave anyone behind.
I appreciate. That's very honorable. I appreciate that.
Oof, a million.
Yeah, just wait till you have to
So
pick up a 400-pound turtle.
We said man, not turtle.
Yes, I can just push him,
That's okay. Roll the rock down.
put him on his back. Say, I'll be back later.
Okay, can I would go over to Chris and be like, where are we? Like, what is this place? In Sylvan.
Mm-hmm. She says, this is just a small portion of what the locals call the Foxwoods. You can give me a history check since you're not from here.
Okay.
Oh, 19. Nice. Okay. So with your limited time involved kind of traveling, initially remember how you got kind of lost the path and woods and got back out and everything? For the last 3 or 4 weeks, Roque, you've been constantly getting lost in these woods, losing the trail and coming in. And in every little village or town you stopped in, or Pathfinder's Rest that you've found, camped down for the night, you've been told by the locals of like the area. Where you are it's a forest that's surrounding a portion of the Grey Kroll Mountains, and they're like the large mountain range kind of southeast of here. It's an ancient woods characterized by its moss-covered pines, which tower the nearby hills. While predominantly pine, hazel plants, and elm trees make their presence known. Vibrant, lively, though this section is a little bit less compared to where you were when you were further north. There are elements of the forest that produce an almost eerie stillness. So vast is the high pines that it is referred to in multiple sections, and this section of the high pine forest, which in itself is almost as if like a country of just the woods, is called the Foxwoods. And there's also where the joint settlements of the Foxwoods get their unity and insignia and their common thread that runs through them.
Okay.
What you noticed when you came out is while there was no life really in the ranches, while you had the few, moments of getting your bearings in the Foxwoods and everything, there was some life here. There were little squirrels running around, porcupine you saw off, gnawing on like a pine cone that had fallen, and you saw a beautiful orange fox darting through. But the density here is much less than what you at least recalled when you were traveling for the past month.
Okay, so I'd just be like to yours to be like, hey, like, are we safe here? And I noticed that it's like other parts of the woods seem more alive than here. Is it like, are we under attack? Are you guys under attack from the tentacles or something else? Or like what's going on? Why is it different here?
Grissa says to you, and she'll kind of realize that, she's speaking in Sylvan, and she'll try and comment, kind of listen. Tentacles we've never seen before. The ranch was a creature? And she kind of looks at Pan, and Pan kind of shrugs, unknowingly, like confused. But yes, this is the Foxwood. Yes, life is here, though it fights the corruption below. And by below, you are she's referring to the ranch, right? The pig ranches.
Okay.
The sickness has not penetrated the woods.
Can the woods help us fight back anyhow?
Yes.
Is there any power here we can use, or?
There are my sisters. There are the guardians.
That different from your sisters?
Yeah, who are the guardians?
The trees provide them. They are the will of the forest given physical form.
These guys sound awesome. Where can we find them?
We make them, but it is difficult with the woods fighting to survive.
Can you call your sisters and make some guardians so we can go fight back and stop the corruption?
Many of my sisters recently have fallen.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of
we
knew
are-
that, didn't we, guys?
I'm sorry.
We are not large in number.
We want to help, but I don't think we can do it alone. That tentacle house was scary.
Very scary.
Grissa, could you, using that, how we walk through the trees, could we get back to town with that tomorrow, maybe, or later?
To do such a thing, we used a portion of our life we had to give a portion to be able to do such a. Yes, but we do not do such a thing lightly.
That's that's too high a cost.
But
Yeah, no, that's a no.
We may live long, but we are not indefinite.
sad.
Short distance, not a problem. For me to go by myself, not a problem. But to take others that are not of the forest, of the green, we must protect you as you travel.
Okay, and yeah, that's all the Tortle's fault. Okay, guys, can we? I'm just gonna kind of walk back over the guys and fill them in on the pieces that maybe didn't come across in common, and be like, guys, could we send one of them to town to maybe get more people to come help? And we camp here and tackle this thing again in the morning
While we rest.
Well, get some
Yeah.
rest and
To like
read
bring
Same
some
pan.
backup.
I mean, you're welcome to give it a try, but I think you'll recall we tried to make this pitch before, and everyone in town seemed to think that, oh, it's not important enough. We've got other things we're doing.
I mean,
Do you guys think we can
it's not a
handle
hard
Tentacle
sell to be
Barn?
like, yeah, tentacle, the monster might help.
Wait,
You know,
what if
you'd
we-
think that, but apparently these people...
I guess
So-
we don't
We
have the
should
best
awake the
reputation
house
in
and
town
bring it.
either.
Just saying it's important not to underestimate how dumb townsfolk are.
You were
They're
pretty sus
they're
too, so-
really, really dumb.
Well, I mean, it seems like the Django and Janetta have good rapport with Navari, and Navari seems to be able to bend Meeker a little bit to her will. So hopefully, the little game of telephone there means that we eventually get some help.
Yeah,
I
I
think we should
mean,
send
I'd be
Carissa if she's up for it.
I'd be delighted. I'm just saying we might need to prepare ourselves for the possibility that
Massive disappointment.
they won't help.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
She did say that the forest is fighting back the corruption. So I think the more we hurt it, the more help we'll get. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll take a mysterious forest spirit over some townsfolk with a spear anyway.
Okay. I'll head back to Grissa and just be like, hey, can you go talk to your friends in town and let them know what happened and see if you can get us some help?
Yes. You will be safe here. I can go to town. My journey will take longer because the pig people have learned how to make our trees walking dangerous for us.
Is there any way we can help?
Does it? Well, I was gonna say, does it seem like? Because I remember we saw the pig outside, like scratching up the tree. Is that? Do we?
Mhm.
Can I ask her? Is like, are they breaking your trees when they do that? Is that what's happening?
She nods, and Pan kind of turns to the side, and you see on like the calf, her left calf, it's as if there's a gash among her like bark and flesh.
Oh wow.
And she says, "Wrong tree."
I'll try. Can I could I try and heal it with a healer's kit? I don't know if I can even do that.
You can try to
You're gonna heal
apply.
it for free.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll help, but I just want to try to do something nice.
Okay. So
So
go ahead and
I'll mark a use off of the kit.
also give me a. It's kind of weird. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
Because she's kind of.
I was.
Pan doesn't know y'all that well.
I rolled a 7.
7.
I rolled a 4,
kinda,
so it's 7 total.
But
She kind of looks at you, grabbing like these cloths and these materials from your kit. Maybe a
Just
little
like, nah, man, you and your friends are weird.
maybe a little out, and she
Not
says,
on not on the first date.
We're not weird. We're
Yeah.
great.
she kind of looks at you and says, "Best used on you.
Okay.
Very little help for me."
Okay, I'll just slowly back off and nod.
Yeah, and then you see Grissa say, "I will leave one such spirit and try to return to town. My journey will not be quick because I cannot just absently go through trees." And does this work? Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So you see her reach into the the packed dirt, not super packed, and start pulling out some roots. And there's a lot more roots than you would ever expect to come out. And as she does, they start about after she gets about like a foot of root out, it starts to pull itself out, and it starts to mass in certain places. And you see like a torso form, and a head form, and then like arms. and you have before you a humanoid made of plant material, different than Grissa and Pan. It's not beautiful. It's not elegant. It is just raw, like vegetation given a humanoid-esque form. Silent. It doesn't breathe. Like you don't see the movement of its chest or anything. And it just kind of... It doesn't necessarily have eyes or a mouth as if it, it would have organs, but to make it more or less visually appealing, it kind of keeps the similar like structure and everything. So you kind of like see the semblance of a cheekbone, a chin and everything. And Grissa says, "This will stay with you tonight. Hopefully keep you safe."
Well, that's not horrifying at all.
I'm actually going to try and give it a fist bump.
I'm gonna go and try to stab it and see what happens.
Whoa! Nice.
Okay, so
can you feel this? Can you feel this?
So as you go to give it a fist, it kind of mirrors your movement and reaches out, and you do give it a nice solid fist bump. And
Hell yeah!
Like as it's reaching out, what is like a tangle of vines kind of whips and wraps around itself, and then forms like a hand, which then clutches and makes a fist and bumps into you. Marb, as you go to stab it, you stab it. It doesn't seem to even notice.
Awesome.
As like where you go to stab, like the vines and the roots just kind of part, and your blade goes in, and then when you withdraw it, closes back up.
It's a pretty cool trick.
But it does it does slowly turn its head towards you.
I know, right? Then I like point at him and I'm like, this guy.
Just wanted to see what
Marb, behave.
And Pan kind of interjects and goes, "Please don't do that." Like in the most like genuine comment she can muster. It's like, "Please don't do that."
Oh, fine. I put my knife away and take out my book and start like taking notes on this new plant creature.
Okay. As
plant creature immune to knife? Question mark.
Immune to knife. Offensive in their like race.
Further research
question
required.
mark?
He's my new favorite enemy.
Stabbing required.
as before Grissa leaves, she walks over to Gustav, like kind of inside, looks at you and says, "Terrifying," and she touches the construct, the guardian, and some flowers begin to just kind of sprout.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really helping your case, but yeah, I appreciate the effort.
Roque
guess
must just be going nuts at this point.
It's still, it's just weird. Okay, I don't know how to sugar this.
She kind of
situation is sort of weird.
The
No offense.
situation is dangerous, weird, dangerous. You can see like it doesn't click with her what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know what? Let's just, yep. Well, we can agree on that. It is definitely weird and dangerous.
She smiled, like a genuine large smile. Okay, we connected. You understood.
Yeah.
Before Grissa leaves, Roque would go up to her and I'm gonna hand her the little white flower that she gave me, that I gave Pebble, that I got back when Pebble died, and just be like, "This was Pebble's flower that you gave me. Take it with you and come back safe."
Okay, she takes it.
Hey, isn't she gonna show you?
And
how
says,
to get
"Okay,
them back?"
weirdo," and you're like, "Oh, come on, try to be nice."
She gives you a genuine smile. In Sylvan, and it's when she speaks in Sylvan, it's like her words are like sweet, flowing, effervescent, effortless, and it's even for y'all who don't understand what she's saying, even to like Dregnar and
Blah 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 blah.
It is blah 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 blah, but there is you can't help yourself. Even someone that Dregnar and Gustav, it's beautiful in a sense. Like it flows, it it's almost melodic. It's nice. When Roque
Which
speaks
makes me
it,
suspicious.
when Roque speaks it, it's more like someone that was not just like has learned to speak it, but does not naturally come. So it's very much more. It's like it stops at certain points. It doesn't have that flow. With Grissa, it's melodic, and she says, "No, you will have Pebble back before I leave." And she takes you and Pan and motions at the entrance of the tree, and the tree kind of does that thing where it opens the opening to it, and the guardian steps out, and then she kind of grabs your hand and tugs you along to come outside. And her sister and the guardian.
All right, I'm excited. I heard Pebble, and let's get Pebble.
All right.
Bull.
Is that some kind of weird sex thing?
You know what? We don't question their relationship.
Definitely don't want to know. So let's just not even engage with that whole situation. Because, like, on the one hand, you also might be totally right, and that I don't know if that's worse or not.
Terrified.
Okay. So before we go to the outside, Al, Dregnar, Grant, Marb, Gustav, Davis, what would y'all like to do in the well-lit, warm glow, soft ground, safe interior of the cavern under the tree?
Rest. I want to rest and heal.
Yeah, I mean, if we can do a short rest, it's probably okay.
What were you saying, Corbin? Or Al?
I'm gonna say clicking the Dregnar. Owe you a lot for what happened, so I'm gonna to you if you need anything at any point. Just ask me. There's a thing with the turtle guy. He's got a little bird.
Well, he doesn't right now.
Well, I had a bird.
He had a bird.
It poofed.
They're
I'm very
teaching
upset.
him how to. They're teaching him how to bring it back. I'm gonna go learn it too for when this happens again.
Well, I'll say to Al. Actually, Al, I was repaying the debt that I owe you. You and your friend saved my life.
So now we're even. Don't expect it ever to happen again.
It'll never happen again, bitch.
Slaps him just.
Yep. On your own now.
It's like, shouldn't have saved his life. Should have saved it for later.
Oh, no. Yep, I'm gonna go learn
You
some.
really needed it.
Well, yeah, consider us even. I'll be outside if you need.
So, Al, did you say you were gonna follow along as they do that ritual to learn it? Is that what I heard?
Sorry, you cut out for a second.
I was gonna say, did you say you were gonna try and go learn the ritual with them or something?
Yeah, because they previously
Okay.
helped Roque learn it. I'm gonna go learn it too.
Okay. So Al, you kind of go to the entrance, and it's kind of closed over. But as you approach it, it just kind of naturally lurches open, and you're able to walk out.
Woo. It's automated. Wow. I'm gonna wave to Roque and see if you're.
All right. So Marb, everyone else is trying to just basically rest. ING, Grant, are you doing anything specifically?
No, short rest. I'm hurt.
Okay.
Can we do a long
short
rest?
rest.
I need more than a short rest.
Yeah, can we do a long rest? How long?
And it's gonna be
I'd
like
rather just
8
stay the night
plus
here.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yeah, long.
I'd be like spending the whole night there.
Yeah, if we
Well,
can
Carissa
get the
said
long
it was gonna
rest.
be a
then that
while
would be
till
nice.
she was able to come back with help.
I don't want to go back to town and suddenly there's like 5 farmhouse tentacle monsters smashing everything, and it's like.
That assumes there isn't anything horrible that shows up here while we're sitting around. Just saying.
We're safe.
I'm pretty sure the dryads are the big bads.
I
Like,
think.
they're the
Yeah.
master plot,
That's a
so
good
we're just getting messed with.
Classic double cross.
Will we have time for a long rest? While
It's
Grace
possible.
gets to get reinforcements. Like, we're pretty safe. We're like in a cave with like a tree protecting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who can't be stabbed apparently.
Well,
And if it can't be stabbed, well, I guess it's basically invulnerable at that point.
Can't be defeated.
Weakness number 1. I vote for a long rest because I am
Aye.
low on HP.
So with a long rest, you can start to, do it. It will definitely take, about 8+ hours to do it, which will be the most of the night. You'll need to, do light to no activity. For certain people, that might include some meditation, some prayer. Definitely need to take in some food. You'll all have rations. You can bandage some of your wounds if need be.
I'm gonna take some time to write 2 letters.
Okay.
A and B.
Yeah, exactly. All done, guys. And I hold them up. Look, I wrote 2 letters.
Well, they are very good.
My intelligence is low. It's not that low, guys. Come on, I can do like at least
write
3-letter
several more
words. Yeah.
If it was just like giant calligraphy, though, it'd be really sweet.
No, I meant missives to other people.
Oh, I thought you were going to be tagging some trees outside or something.
Yeah, right. Take my
Fuck
glaive.
the police.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't think they want you to write that in there. Yeah, whatever.
I
It's
literally
you
just
already wrote
asked
it.
if this was a problem, and they said yes, and I'm like, let's do it anyway. Fuck it.
Maybe they weren't serious when
Not
they
this
said that.
tree,
Yes,
though. This
please
one's
don't
cool.
do that.
So yeah, I'll be off in a corner just writing for a while. I don't write that fast, so.
Yeah, I understand. And also, as part of a rest, to get a proper night's rest, you cannot really do it in your full armor, right? You need to be able to
Darn.
relax and
Yeah, we're all
relax.
getting naked.
Take that
Sorry.
armor off. Ow.
God,
Yeah,
it's steamy
you-
in the
Now it's the
cave.
sexy part of the adventure.
You still have, your whatever, like your armoring jacket, or whatever clothing you keep underneath you. For the individuals in the heavier armor, it's, you might have some loose chain mail or something to kind of protect the
Naked
joint
old man. What are you talking about?
or whatever. That's fine.
We're talking dong out. He doesn't care.
Have you been in a gym before?
Yeah, no one's embarrassed anymore. Sorry.
All right.
Hey, as long as we're not docking, I'm all
They
right.
were embarrassed, but they're just not.
All right. So
Grant
as
definitely
the-
does the knee up on the thing, the Captain Morgan. That's really good with that.
They start trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Love it.
What's up? See the game?
It's sports, right?
I really don't want to be a dwarf right now.
Like, please no. That's why dwarves are always so grumpy. I'm just at dick height all the time. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right.
I do
So-
want to take some time to make some fire arrows or arrows that I can light on fire.
All right. You definitely have some linens and some cloth. You have some. Ooh, you don't have any of your tallow left over because you use
Oh
it.
no.
You can-
Can I just like wrap the tips in the rags?
Sure. Yeah. So you do. Give me a. This would be a tinkering, which I don't think you have a tinkerer's kit. So give me a.
No, I don't.
First, give me.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
No. I gotta think because I gotta remember that you're at Kenku and you have like that expert forgery and expert crafting thing. Like it's part of your. So
What about expert fire arrower?
give me give me a
History
history check to see like
of fire arrows.
how. This is like more of like your personal history to see if like you've ever made them before or you've run into
Fuck, I'm
a
stupid.
mercenary group.
Yeah, this
Ooh,
is the
17,
cutaway.
okay, not bad.
Reminds me of that one time.
Okay, so yeah, you've definitely in some of your jobs and some of your travels had to construct these arrows. You've had better materials and you've had like more time, like sit in a building, chill, carve your arrows, notch it out a little bit more, wrap very finely and accurately cut your linen, wrap them. So go ahead and give me this would be an intelligence check.
No, I
to
really
see
don't.
with the design, which I'm giving you advantage because you've done this before, and then a sleight of hand check to put it together.
Hey, Adam,
Yes, sir.
since he said what he said, what I realized, because you said earlier that these are pine trees, that pine sap is flammable.
You with your back, yes.
So I let him know you can use pine sap, it'll burn longer.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 13 intelligence.
What's the
And sleight of hand.
what's the 4? I see a. What's
Because
the?
it was with advantage.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
So
13.
13
got
was
it.
just the highest, yeah.
Right.
And then a D20, I'm +5.
You should tell him about the pine sap thing, and then give him like a really weird, like 1,000-yard stare,
7.
like suggesting there's some horrible story behind that. It's just like, what? But never tell the story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The design, not the best because of what you're still a little shaken, and it's been a little while since you've had to put these together. But with the materials that you have, you're able to put together 6 through the course of the night, kind of meddling away, making one, kind of notching it and kind of testing it and realizing, oh, it's too heavy, going back and refining your design. You're able to get 6
Perfect.
ready to be fired fire arrows. You will need to collect the sap to get them flammable at some point, which you can do during your rest or whatever.
There's my survival roll for collecting the sap for him.
There we go. So, yeah, basically, I guess, as Dregnar says this, he kind of just gets up, cracks his neck, and how do you want to do this? Just go.
You know what? I should really do this for you. You look like a huge idiot.
Well, I just tell him, pine sap burns, and then I just stand up and walk out.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can
So
roll
mysterious.
if I have pine sap in one of my pockets?
You do not have pine sap in one of your pockets.
My pine sap pocket.
Yeah.
With that natural 20 for total for Dregnar, within 30 minutes, you kind of step out. As you step out, you see the 2 dryads. Or actually, immediately when you step out, you see the guardian, and it just steps to the side and allows you to walk by. And then it kind of shifts back into position of the mouth of the entrance. And then you see maybe about 30 feet off to the right-hand side, the 2 dryads sitting on the ground, like on their knees on the ground with Roque down.
Okay. My eyes are averted from the orgy that's happening over there.
All right. You don't see all the
Soul
details.
bonding.
Got it.
Yeah, it's called teamwork. Check it out sometime.
And yeah, so you go and you collect, and within 30 minutes, you're able to bring it back. And we're going to jump now to the orgy ritual.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm
So
all in, if you know what I mean.
We do.
The YouTube videos of the tortoises meeting with the whatever. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Oh, the turtle with a fucking shoe or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
Weird little squeaky noise.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right.
Now I'm fine.
Gather yourself. Okay.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Yeah. Roque. Pan and Grissa had led you about 30 feet away from the cavern that y'all are staying in. Al, about a minute or so later, came out and is kind of just joining y'all and kind of not a little awkwardly kind of standing behind you. And then Al, or do you want to say anything?
He will say nothing.
Can I still help this thing?
What would you say? You were very soft for me.
Hey, Roque, can I still help with this?
What was that? Sorry?
Still soft? Or am I breaking up?
You're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, just sort of quiet. At least
Yo,
to me.
Roque, can I
Yeah.
still help out with this ritual?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what's about to happen, so having a friend nearby is nice.
Just, if you can translate.
God, the sexual tension in this.
Can you make
Just
sure they
kiss
don't eat
already,
me?
God.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's nice to have a friend around.
Okay.
Okay. So, they kind of scoot to make a little bit more room. Pan kind of gestures in her hand to kind of, to sit down with them. And the 2 dryads are on their knees next to each other, kind of comfortably. Yes, I know. Sitting. Rock is down. Jimmy says, "Come and do this." But what should I
Don't
make?
question it. It's just magic. It's fine. You're making it weird. It's not weird. You guys are making it weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Y'all are
Grant.
making this
Sorry.
very weird. I love y'all.
It's totally fine and normal.
Classic tree magic, okay? Nothing to see.
Oh, yeah. And Al's just there going,
Completely normal tree magic.
"Kumbaya."
My tree. Well,
God damn it.
We're
What
downstairs
would a
watching Marb
tiefling
make
and-
arrows.
A tiefle? It's either a tiefle or a tortling.
not even half tree. What is this?
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. I'm gonna.
I can't stop laughing either, and I'm supposed to run this thing. Okay.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Oh my god, okay.
All right. So, Grissa and Sylvan starts to talk to you, Rock, and says, "While we do not know how you bring Pebble into this world, we will help you find the spirit of your beloved Pebble." And she takes that flower that you handed her and grabs your hand and puts it in it, and then puts her hand over your hand so the flower's in between. And Al, go ahead and give me a Arcana check. Yeah, Arcana check. As they're proceeding, Pan begins to get up and kind of draw some lines in the soil around you guys. Nothing too crazy, just like little simple shapes and lines. And then she joins y'all about after 5 minutes of that and sits back down with y'all. And Grissa is explaining that this is our way to call spirits, our teachings, and over the course of the next 10 minutes or so, she just kind of starts lightly humming, and Pan joins in, and Rock, you kind of just instinctively join in on the humming. You kind of off tune and miss the beat, but then you, over some time, start to catch on. Al, what are you doing during this?
He's gonna
Set out.
some background chords, trying to get the humming going.
Okay, you gotta play a little bit of music to help. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that Arcana check, if you'd be so kind, because I didn't see you roll it. Through the course of the ritual. Okay.
Huzzah!
This is, this ain't what, I don't know. You're just kind of joining in, focusing more on the music.
I don't know what this scale
I'm
is
just
up.
here to jam, brother.
Yeah.
I thought you guys needed a little bit of music.
Where's
Yeah.
the meat
Kumbaya, my lord. Come on, guys.
All right, now the band's all here. Let's get started.
Actually, you know what? Give me a performance check.
Oh shit!
And then Rock, give me because of the performance check, give me an Arcana check at advantage.
Noise.
Good performance.
Whew.
You got this. Go, Rock. Woo, woo, woo. 24. Very nice. Okay.
I would advantage.
Yeah. So you get the sense, Rock, that the sisters don't know how long this is going to take either. But something in you, there's like a chord of familiarity for the first time that you can remember ever using your magic since you can remember using your magic. It's a warm feeling, but it's also a oddly concerning feeling for you. Because it's coming from you, like the magic is actually coming from you, and every other time you've done it, it's almost felt like you've been using something given to you. In this case, no, you're pulling out the magic, you're pulling the spirit of Pebble back into reality, and almost instinctively you take over the ritual. Like, rather than Grissa and Pan guiding you through it, after about 15, 20 minutes, you realize that you can do this faster.
Damn it, I knew it all along.
It's starting to click. It's starting to make sense. And then after the course of the next, like, about an hour passes, and then you feel warmth. And Al, because they have their eyes closed, but you're kind of, observing, playing, getting bored at some point, but still trying to take in some of what's going on. You see where Roque and Grissa have their hands clasped. You see that same greenish glow start to come out and crack through the gaps in their fingers and everything, like as it was for the tree. And then you just see Roque and Grissa part their hands, and little Pebble flies out and then lands on Roque's shoulder.
Oh shit!
A kind of second.
Zombie bird.
Roque is like, Pebble! And then I just hug Grissa, and I'm like, you got Pebble back! And then the same to Pan, and then I'll try and hug Allegretto. I don't know what the action is, but
Al, give me an insight check when Roque says you got Pebble back. Yeah, because you're looking at Grissa, and when he says you got Pebble back and gives her the, and she's genuinely surprised, and you realize that they did next to nothing.
Cool. Roque, I'm not sure if I think I just kind of pointed you in the right direction. I think you did this all yourself.
I don't know. I've got Pebble back. Get out of my way. And then
It's not your party.
I can really
Pebble's back.
Fuck you! I love my bird.
I got another friend now. I'm good.
My bird son.
run through Al and hug scary guardian guy, and then just run to everyone else. I'd be like, guys, Pebble, I've got Pebble back, and I'll try to hug Davis and probably end it there.
Okay.
I'll very begrudgingly accept it.
Wakes everybody up. He's allowed to make
Yeah,
a
okay, cool. I gotta write this. I'm good. Thanks. I'm happy. Thanks.
Poor Roque. He's so happy. Al, when Roque runs by and two sisters begin to stand up, and you kind of just join them in, like a chorus standing. They look at you as well, and they're kind of, there's that weirdness in the air, like, what that just happened? They're actually surprised. They did really, Al. It started to sink in, like, they did nothing. I mean, they just told him. And because no, I can't. You didn't roll well at all. Check. So yeah.
Ooh, this Tortle's just full of surprises.
Pan nods like 2 or 3 times up and down, and just with her sister begins to walk towards the guardian, and then say something in Sylvan. And then the guardian steps to the side, gestures for you to come in to the cavern.
Yeah, I'm ready for a nap.
Okay. And then, without even saying goodbye, just Pan walks in, and Grissa's nowhere to be found.
I'm gonna try to wave to her because she just kept walking. That's fine. That's fine.
Hi, boo. Later.
All right. So y'all are all in the cavern. Pan is in here with y'all. Roque's ecstatic. Is there anything y'all want to do for the night? You got Davis writing letters.
Since I gave Grissa my flower, I'm gonna pick a couple of the flowers so I have things to give Pebble now that I have Pebble back.
Okay, that's fine. So you got some flowers. Dregnar, anything?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Davis is spending the majority of the waking hours or whatever, or going to bed writing.
The twilight hour.
Yeah, the twilight hour. Old man Grant is
Witching
naked.
hour.
I am just resting. I am.
Okay. Gotcha. Marb, you successfully have your arrows. Feeling pretty good about them.
Mhm.
He's going to be trying to commit the Song of Memory, even though it didn't seem to have any magic properties. It's kind of pretty.
I like it.
You never know.
Yeah. Anything for you, Gustav?
I think because I don't need to like do a full-on long rest to get charged, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of resting, but I'm still not feeling sufficiently safe here in this very bizarre surrounding. So I'm going to be not super conspicuously, but like keeping one eye open pretty much the whole time while everyone else is resting.
Okay, so are you gonna keep an eye outside? Like, what are you thinking? Like, are you keeping
It's
watch?
more like I'm keeping an eye on the surroundings and this weird fucking tree golem thing, and you know, just because I don't trust all this magic shit. There's a lot of magic going on, and Gustav's not into that.
I completely understand. Okay, so I understand what you're doing. Okay, so
yeah, it's mostly like a narrative thing. It's not necessarily
still gonna
mechanical.
rest. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how?
Alright.
So are you just like looking around nervously a lot?
Yeah, you know, I just like it's the whole like, he's resting by that tree / he's taken up position and is clearly just looking around and keeping an eye on people.
You can correct me if this is wrong, but I very much see just going to the furthest point back from the entrance, having his back on the wall, air quotes, and just kind of for the night crossing his arm.
Yeah.
Maybe you took the breastplate-esque portion of your armor off just so you can kind of breathe easier and rest, but you still probably have like your leg guards on.
And just like I still have my sword, and I'm probably nervously like, you know, tapping my fingers on its hilt.
Oh, so then I'll say at some point I'll be like, hey, is it the close spaces? I know we're a little enclosed in here, but you know I've spent a good portion of my time below deck on ships and stuff, and I can show you a couple things that might help if it puts you at ease if that's what the problem is.
There you go.
The problem that I have is that we've been spirited away by a bunch of mysterious forest beings, and we're being told that, oh yes, it's fine, just trust our bizarre wood golem. I'm sure he won't soullessly murder you in your sleep. Trust me, when you've done enough mercenary work like I have, you learn to take a long, hard look at something that doesn't have normal human needs.
I understand half of what he said,
and
I'm just like, okay, well, if you need any help, let me know.
say,
And then just go back to my
let's
letters.
just do stuff and like tuck in for the night. Like Gustav just races against magic.
Yep. And proud of it.
Like
perfect.
Bug.
All right.
But I'll give you like a little pat on the shoulder and be like, hey, thanks for all your help, and then just go back to my letters.
All right. So yeah, the group is settled in. The night takes. Pan is silently resting towards the entrance. The guardian is motionless outside. Almost kind of to like help y'all go to sleep at one point, like through the course of the evening, the light from the conjured fireflies begins to dim, and they never fully go out, but it is much darker in here just to help y'all find your rest and eventually sleep. Oh yeah, well,
no, it's fine. I was just joking.
Yeah, I don't know. I was assuming it's not gonna.
Right, no.
Right,
it's plenty of time. Like, it probably would take like about 2 hours or so to like get.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
So y'all were able to eat some of your ration, bandage some of your wounds. For sake of housekeeping, if y'all would be so kind, go through your character sheets on D&D Beyond.
Rations and shit.
And y'all should all have started with 10, so y'all should be down to 9. Please, if you are going to end up healing, in most cases, you wouldn't necessarily have to use a healer's kit during the but since this was such an intensive day again, please mark off one use of your healer's kit. You should have charges on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, eventually sleep comes.
Healers get count.
And you successfully finish a.
Yay, I
Go
made it.
ahead and click the confirm button.
Hooray.
Long rest. Take long rest.
Get our 1 hit die back.
Oh wow, those are really good port. Those are really good portent rolls.
I was
Nice.
hoping you wouldn't know what I was doing there because I was thinking the same thing.
Oh shit, those are really good.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry.
That's
I
almost
know
the nuts.
y'all's classes. I know y'all's classes. I know what y'all can do.
There's a long rest button? No, there's a long rest button.
Yes,
Never
Yeah,
mind.
it'll
you
do
can-
all your shit. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It should heal you to full. It should reset the amount of hit dice that you should get. At this level, it's 1 back
That's
after a
just
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So-
I only get 1 spell slot back?
No one hit.
No, hit die back.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Because you get half of your max die back per rest.
But it's rounded.
And you're on that odd, yeah, which is on that weird number, so. But you get all your spell slots
Hit
back.
die, D&D Beyond.
okay.
What's that? You can see your hit die if you hit short rest.
Mhm.
So if you used them earlier, try and mark them off
Oh.
there. And then you have to make sure you click take short rest if you change those hit dice. You can't just like hit it and then close the panel.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
So yeah,
Yeah.
mechanically speaking, y'all are back at full health. You're still, some of you are still sore and beaten. Al, you didn't sleep very well, but you still managed to find a night's rest. A few times during the night, you wake up with that looming vision of those tendrils just way above you, coming down and crashing all around you.
I'm having a bad time.
Dregnar, you slept better in this cavern than you have anywhere else, probably in the last 2 or 3 months.
Cool.
Something familiar about it, comfortable about it. Gustav, you're the first. You know, with the way that you were sleeping, you're the first to rise. You see the sun kind of come up and the lights coming through. And the entire night that you were there, the guardian, motionless in front, and maybe once or twice throughout the night you saw Pan, just kind of shift position, but never got up or anything. Just relaxing, sleeping, resting.
Yeah, I'll probably frown at the construct, but not say anything.
Gotcha.
Blast.
Right. So
Again, debating is it good that he didn't move all night, or does that make it weirder?
Oh my god! Those noises the turtle makes!
Oh, you're now watching the video.
Yep.
I mean,
Now you know.
He did not make that noise, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, it's only accurate if you do.
That's right. Just really immersing in the role.
Yep.
Okay. So morning comes. Grissa has not returned yet. Pebble has basically slept on top of, within the network of bags and ropes and knickknacks on Marb shells. She found basically a nice little nest for Pebble and slept there all night.
So hey Marb, there's no hay in here that I can tell. What'd you sleep in?
I'm just sleeping in the grass, yeah.
Oh, that's true. There was a bit of grassiness. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
As you all rise, Pan in common says good morning. My sister has not returned. And that's about it. And what would you guys like to do?
Well, gents, I mean, I think we're pretty close to those other houses if we wanted to take a look, but I'm a little bit less confident that we'll have success given what happened last time.
How do we know our way out of the forest? Can we see any?
Yeah, so there's a porch, y'all are kind of on the border of the forest. So when you, in a sense, look southwestish, you see the beginnings of the farm ranch, the pig ranch plots and everything. And there's that very stark contrast of rather lively green forest to wilting grasslands and very like no animals and everything.
Hey, I may be wrong, guys, but it seems like every time we go to these houses, they get more and more gross. And I don't know if we can handle anything past our current tentacle house. So I'm kind of scared to go to any of the other houses.
Do we want to go? Because some of the houses have different marking. We could try.
So,
Wait, can we flip back to the?
yeah, I'm gonna mark. Yeah. So, boop. So you guys.
Oh yeah, we just did this one, right?
Yeah, you guys just did one, and the best you can tell, you're probably somewhere like here.
Yeah, fuck these two then.
Mm-hmm.
But these two we could maybe do.
The ones with the little.
Well, then maybe we should
TV
talk to
man.
our hosts and see if there's anything helpful we can do for them in the meantime. I don't know if there's any lower priority targets that we can deal with that will make them less forgetful or whatever.
Also, I can have Pebble scout again, guys. Pebble's back. I don't know if you guys know this. But
Pebble.
Oh wow, yeah, Pebble, super excited.
Rock, I'm sorry. I actually am happy for you, Rock. I was a bit
we're all
preoccupied
happy
last night, but I am happy.
It's not that I'm not happy for him; it's and I don't care.
It's just that shut up. We're done talking about this.
So yeah, Rock.
Can I send Pebble on a scouting mission? Anyone object?
Hey man, go nuts.
Yeah,
Sure. I can get another
Are
hour
you
of
just
sleep.
gonna send him out of range and it's just gonna like disappear?
Get
again
instantly
on
killed?
you?
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
There's a good chance of that.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna send Pebble to the house that looks like it's got a person beside it, or a tulip.
Okay, so you send Pebble out.
As far as I can without like losing sight, like the sight that I use through Pebble.
Okay, so I believe the site is
You believe it's what? You cut out.
100 feet. If 100 feet, if I recall correctly, on the spell.
Yeah.
I'll read it real quick. When
yeah,
you're familiar
it is
with
100 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you guys are like from here. It's probably these are about the same equidistant. It's probably about a half a mile or so.
That's like 100 feet, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll just have him like
give or take.
I'll just have him like stay kind of just flying around the outside of the woods just to keep watch, see if anything pops up.
Every once in a while, you're kind of like bamfling your senses.
Yeah,
Just seeing- okay.
Does he have a way of letting me know if he sees something, or do I have to actually see it myself?
It does say telepathically communicate. So the way I interpret it is that Pebble is able to kind of tell you what it's seen to the best of its ability, right? So it's not going to be able to like talk to you and be like, "Hey, Rock, I saw 3 pigs walking northwest at 30 paces."
Two
But it'd be
clicks.
like,
And it's got a GPS voice.
Thanks,
But
Siri.
he'll like,
20
Turn
miles.
left at the next
I'll get a
street.
feeling that is like there's something I should see, kind of.
yeah, you might get like, it'll definitely like.
It's Navi from Ocarina of Time.
Okay,
and that's
yeah.
it.
So Pebble on alarm mode, please.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, listen.
Actually, pretty perfect. Okay.
Wake up.
So, yeah. So Pebble, you get to the mouth of the cavern. It does a lurch thing. You let Pebble out, and is Pebble a he or a she? Have we confirmed this?
Who's gonna check?
Yeah, I haven't
Here we
checked.
go.
Okay.
I go back and forth in the vernacular. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So Pebble leaves and flies off.
And immediately gets eaten by an owl.
Professor Thaddeus.
Classic.
Damn you, Professor Thaddeus. No. Yeah, Pebble will stay as to the best of its understanding within 100 feet perimeter, kind of just flying around, perching, flying around.
So while that's happening, what does Rock look like he's doing?
Let me know when you. At one point, Rock, you do bamf your senses, Pebble.
Yeah.
All right, so you've kind of prepared yourself for this. You're getting kind of more familiar. So, Rock, I correct me if this is me taking it too far. I kind of imagine you kind of plant your staff kind of firmly in the ground, grab on it with both hands, and then you just kind of let your eyes roll back in your head, and you're just kind of standing there motionless, and you just see Pebble going from green tree to green tree, looking around.
But
See, maybe
are we all walking at this point?
No, y'all
Or
are
you
still in the
just-
cavern.
Oh, we're still in the
as far as
cavern.
I know.
Okay, I thought we were heading that way.
It's the bird vision.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. That's kind of how I was picturing it too. I don't know how much I'd use the staff, but I definitely kind of like start looking off into the distance to the direction he is, and then the eyes would roll back, and I'd just be oblivious to everything around me.
Yeah, just kind of, you're just holding. The staff is just more there to help you kind of balance.
Yeah, the staff is just so I don't fall over because I'm not there anymore.
Mm-hmm. And Marb, you just see, the sun is, it's still coming up. It's not all the way up yet. You see, what did you see this morning? There's some dew and on the ground, and kind of some of the bark is slick. Where Pebble lands, you see the branch is a little wet, and there's a little grub, kind of caterpillar, kind of worming around. And then you look down, and there's maybe like a rabbit skipping along. It's pretty
Would it
quiet.
be rude to shoot the rabbit?
They're all in it. They're all in it. They're all spies.
You don't, Marb. You don't know this because
Please don't talk.
you're in the cavern, and Roque is just kind of zipped out. So, it's the rest of the
it
group.
looks safe.
Okay, so Marb, you're leaving the cavern. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Marb, you kind of step out. The guardian kind of steps to the side, allowing you to leave.
Stab him again.
Just checking.
Keep your neck up, boy.
You got to give him the 2 fingers.
Oh, did you want to switch your terrain, or do you still?
Is that part of the variant?
No, I want to keep it because if we go back to the
Yeah, it's part
house,
of the
we're
variant.
back on grasslands.
Okay.
But I did wanted to change my spells next time. Correct.
Yep. So go ahead and change. I know it doesn't let you track them with the variant on D&D Beyond, so just write them down somewhere. I trust you not to. I trust you. Same with the Grant. You got your spells. You can prepare whatever you want off your cleric's list. That's appropriate for the level.
I'm
And
gonna try and use hold person on the house. I got a good feeling about this.
Definitely a person.
Okay.
It has arms, sort of humanoid.
If that's your bar for person, then yikes.
So
Does that mean spiders are people? Or
They're more people than anybody. They have more.
oh my god, yeah.
They're the
I'm
most
the most
people.
Double the
people.
person
Yeah.
you are.
I'm trying to think who's. So Dregnar, Gustav. Is everybody just kind of leaving the cavern together at this point, or?
Gustav's definitely not looking to stay there any longer than he has to. So,
Yeah.
any excuse to leave. Yeah, sure. Here we go.
Okay.
It's morning. Let's go.
Yep,
Fully rested.
time to go.
So
So we
As you-
did we hold it before
Go
we
ahead.
did we even decide exactly what we're doing, or are we just trying to go to the house?
no, just kind of. I
We're
think
just
y'all
getting
just
out of the
decided.
cavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of getting some fresh air, maybe, and every time the guardian steps to the side, allows y'all out. Pan is out there with y'all. Grissa has not returned. Pan kind of and Sylvan speaks to Roque and says, "Are you returning to the ranch, the building?" But go ahead. Whatever the group's doing.
Yeah, guys, are we?
Let's wait
Pan
till.
wants to know what we're doing, guys.
let's,
I mean,
like,
I'm partially interested in
reconvene
seeing
and go to the.
if the
I wanna
tentacles
see
and
this.
shit are still there. Frankly, if we could buzz it on the way back or way
Yeah,
down.
make sure the house didn't move.
Yeah, honestly, legitimately,
Yeah.
I am kind of scared of that.
We should try and leash it back to town. Just keep throwing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Throw
true.
aggro.
That seems fine.
You don't need
Book won't
Just
mind.
kite it, guys. Just kite it.
Okay.
Kite it back to spawn, and then
Exactly.
everyone on the server will have to deal with it.
Let it spawn camp.
We just casually turn in the
It's
quest.
fine.
So, when you say, I'm kind of curious, and Al, you pipe up, Pan actually is in agreement with y'all. She's kind of curious because they've never seen. I mean, you gotta understand that up until a day or two ago, this place was like almost like wiped from their memory, and now they've never seen anything like that. So there's that genuine sense of curiosity coming from Pan, who's what y'all get her, and from what y'all talked with Grissa, a much younger sister.
I'll ask Pan, like, hey, if we leave here, will Grissa know how to find you when she gets word from town?
I usually yes, but it is strange in this part of the land. At least Grissa would return to this location.
Is the Guardian here gonna stay here? Can he communicate with her in any way and let her know what we've done when we decide where we're going?
Perhaps.
That's a good point.
Yes,
Just leave
the
a note.
Guardian could.
Yeah, like
Can
trying to
she
basically
read?
leave a note. Can I leave her a memo? Leave her
Yeah,
a
they
voicemail?
The Guardian can give my sister a message.
Actually, I can legitimately just write a message on a piece of paper.
Sure.
So yeah, have we decided where we're going, guys?
Tape it to the
we can
front
swing
of the
back.
Guardian's chest.
I'm gonna take a python and just fucking jam it in his chest.
Yeah, I got a knife. We can
Just to pin it to him. No, your knife doesn't work, man.
Oh, that's right. I'll just go through.
So, are you actually living a note?
Sure. Once we figure out where exactly
Okay,
we're going.
cool. Yeah.
So
I
are we?
say we go to like around where the
Rock. Does Sylvan
house
have
with
a
tentacles
written
is.
language?
Just check it and then come down.
Sylvan does have a written language, yes.
I mean, she can read common. Come on. It's just like
Okay.
went two houses,
Come on, it's common.
right?
What does your handwriting look like?
Mine?
Is it pretty? Is it
Roll for handwriting.
Are you asking mine?
roll for
Mine is
closure.
fucking terrible. I'd never read books growing up ever.
I can write the note. Yeah, Sylvan. I can write Sylvan.
All right,
Thank-
fine.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
hand
you
you a
can.
piece of parchment.
That
and
actually
my
makes
birth
sense.
make.
What a
Sylvan.
I'm just curious, Dregnar, what are you doing as what?
I'm just looking around waiting for this group of people to make a decision because I'm ready to go punch something.
Okay.
He's already snuck away. He's already punching tentacles.
I would like to rage.
All right. Cool. I'm just curious. I'm like, yeah. All right. So
I'm just playing my character. He wouldn't be talking. He's just like, okay.
I get you. I'm just curious if there's like any like visual signs pick up, like you're getting like irritated or impatient, or you're just.
Well, I'm a dwarf. I always look irritated.
That's fair.
Fair. That's fair. So.
Oh my god, I realized your charisma's -2. Nice.
Yes, it is.
Not as bad as Rock's, but almost.
But almost.
All right. Roque, you kind of bounced back into Pebble at some points during the discussion. Nothing's going on really other than just the semblance of nature in this part of the woods.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, hey guys, Pebble sees nothing. Let's roll. Let's.
So first you gotta write this note.
Oh yeah, right. The note. Yeah. Does anybody
my bad.
have anything I can
Trying to get out of writing the note, huh? Okay.
I don't have note writing.
No, I have a
material.
part. I give you a piece of parchment and an ink pen that you
Mhm.
Okay,
I
I
already
will
marked
write
it
a.
An ink pen? Damn, you're the guy with some good technology there.
Damn.
a
Damn.
very,
It's literally in the D&D fucking shit.
You need to make the Guardian.
You still
get
dip it
on
in an
all
inkwell.
fours
It's not
to be
like-
the
it's not like a
table
ballpoint
to write
pen.
on.
Oh, I know.
The Guardian will not go down on.
Nice.
And Al, you were gonna say something. What was it?
I was gonna start discussing the plan of non-attack. So, guys, do we have anything else for burning? Because should we just if the tentacles are still there?
my understanding was that we were going to go and look, and that
I
was
don't think we
it.
Yeah, I have a small hammer that I can throw at the house, and that's it. That's my range.
Okay,
We're not approaching the house. We're looking at the house.
Well,
I think
can-
we should.
it's still there, and then we're moving on to somebody called it Daisy House. I thought it was a person, but I'll take Daisy. I like that.
So are y'all? So just so I can maybe, you guys are determining back or going to the
Yeah,
other?
we're gonna like swing
swing
at a
by it.
close distance,
Okay,
Medium
okay.
distance.
and then after we know the house hasn't moved, or I don't know, sprout from the ground, we can go to the.
Okay, perfect.
Did we? What was the carts last time? Was it like the farmer's cart, or was that like the cart from
So in this case,
Dragnar's
in this
caravan
case,
or whatever?
the cart that you saw, yeah, it was more of like a basic kind of two-wheeled cart that has not even a cover on it. It just had like 4 shallow sides on it, and it had some strappings to allow to be latched to probably typically more like a donkey or something,
Like
and it
a
just seemed to
yoke.
be. Yeah, a yoke. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Yep.
While everyone's kind of arguing back and forth, I'll be writing the note in Sylvan, and I'll like scratch out a little. when we
Help!
change
These
our mind
guys
a
are
couple
terrible.
times.
Save me.
Just so that she'd be like, like make up your minds. I'm out of parchment.
Yo, so you're like writing as they're talking. Damn.
Oh no!
All right. So yeah, eventually, I believe the consensus, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, is that y'all will swing by the initial Flesh Farm Tentacle House, Fist Grocery,
It's my
and
favorite
then
anime.
swing down to the next building on the way.
Aye.
Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Right.
I write a very, very now sloppy note and just leave it on the tree.
Yeah. Grant is your passive perception. You see the note, and you don't know that that's not how Sylvan's written, and Sylvan's confusing. It is a complex language to write down.
What is this shit?
Is it common in Sylvan to scratch out a bunch of shit and write more?
Your guys
It just looks like a mess, right?
Yeah, it just looks like, damn, this language must be like the most difficult language in the world to learn.
Tortle, are you sure you left
What is
this
it?
message correctly?
Yeah, how many languages do you speak? Because I got
Damn.
6.
Wow.
I speak one,
Wow.
but we need you to speak this one correctly.
Got
do
his
it.
ass.
This is Materia, and here we speak Materian.
It's good. It's good. It's
All
good.
right.
Okay.
She'll get it. She understands.
All right.
Hey, out of character for a sec.
Yes, of course.
Is there a way that I can combine my firebolts with Marb's arrows?
Whoa.
Cross streams, baby.
Is there a way we can
Combo
like
attack.
we can like teamwork fire arrow attack?
It's actually called Fusion Ha.
So,
You have to do a dance.
all right. So by rules as written, the firebolt isn't really something that is an intense enough source of fire to cause something to ignite. It's more of it's an impact of flame and a little bit of a like you touched a hot pan kind of situation. But I like the idea.
Didn't
I
he
like
just
it.
like sap his arrows though?
Yeah.
Would it be
So
enough to spark an arrow?
I would say yes. Like if you need a source of fire to light the arrow and light it quickly, you can certainly use a firebolt to ignite it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, would torch fire be enough?
Yeah. These things are.
Or like
Mm.
primed to set on fire?
Just
Yeah,
a tinderbox
you have-
would be enough.
So
Yeah, a tinderbox is
I mean,
spark,
I've
but
never
if
used
in the course of hey, we need some, you could definitely be like, hey, we don't have time to strike, right? Because action, pull out, next action, strike. You know, Marb can be like, light me, and then I'll allow it because they're primed.
That's also cool.
It's also
Yeah.
dope as shit.
Combo attack.
So I'll just kind of like wander over to Marv and just we'll discuss this together. Kind of be like, hey, I think I can like help you here with your fire arrow plan.
Hell yeah. I just like hear fire, and it's like big smile. And Mark's like,
Oh.
you said fire? I'm in. Let's do this.
And the thing is, like when Marb
You had
smiles,
me
you
at
know,
fire.
his beak doesn't necessarily move, but it's the cheeks and stuff that start moving up. So you know, it's a genuine big smile.
I'm
Team
excited now. I can
hashtag
hang out in the back and be useful.
I would have loved it if Marb's smiles were just his beak just opens really wide and looks
I mean, maybe.
But then he starts hissing, and it's like, oh, stop. No.
Wait, this is good? Oh, God.
That's
Oh,
what
no, it's worse.
And you see that really thin tongued.
Save that for the
Stop.
dryad.
This is worse than a tentacle house.
Oh god.
Somehow.
All right.
We've been through.
So you guys start to leave the woods, and Pan is heading with y'all. The Guardian begins to follow, and then as it gets closer and closer to the dying, wilting grass, it stops. And it stops, doesn't move. And Pan begins to walk further and then turns and realizes that it's not moving. And she goes over to it, and then after a little bit of assessment, she realizes, oh, the Guardian's not strong enough to cross into whatever is preventing her initially to get in.
So how far out of the forest are we at that point?
Y'all are on the edge of the
Just
forest.
at the edge, okay.
Well, that's not
Like
really-
maybe 30, 40 feet away from the tree line.
So much for the hopes of building a Guardian army to assault these things.
Well, if we burn a few more down, maybe they'll get stronger.
Makes sense. I mean, they're not necessarily dryads. They're not as complete, you know.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
We plant some trees and we come back in 50 years.
Oh my god, I was actually thinking that.
That's a damn good plan.
Damn good plan.
Long con.
It's all the long con. Oh,
Mhm.
Big fan, loving it.
Okay.
Wait, we just
So-
get that dryad girl from the inn to just cast a bunch of tree growing spells, right? And we just get her to do that every day. It'd take like
yeah,
a
easy
week.
peasy.
He's what we like to call an idea man.
Mhm.
Now you guys go do it.
So, marching order, I'm assuming it's going to be more like a marching. How do you guys want to approach? It'll take you, it's about a half a mile away to the recent building that y'all were at.
I'm hanging with Pan, wherever she is.
Okay.
Me and Gustav in the front for
Yeah,
survivability.
that makes sense to me.
Okay. Separate roles, or is one of y'all give each other advantage? What do you want to do?
We can probably do separate, I think, because
Let's
we're
do
both
separate
pretty
as
much equally
best.
skilled.
Got it.
And
Marb,
just
you're
have,
on
like, a backup.
grassland. You get your
Yeah.
double proficiency.
Oof. All right, I
But
got
I'm
a
not trained
6,
to
so
survive,
not
that's
super great.
Okay.
Oh no, I got 11.
Okay.
God
Oh
damn
no, only 11. You poor
Yeah,
baby.
so you never trekked this way to get to the woods, so now it's new territory that you're marching through. So it's gonna take y'all a little bit. Y'all are being still cautious after, especially what happened the last couple of times you've been in this area. Grant, doing anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Just following.
Dregnar, following along.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming. All right.
I'll just say to Al, so you still excited to hang out with these guys? Still excited to see this through after yesterday?
As long
Uh-oh.
I want to get that tentacle thing off the stand. Oh,
Sorry, yeah, you cut out, but I heard what you said. Yeah, I hope. I don't know what I hope for more. That it's just gone, like the whole barn is gone, or that it's exactly how we left it. I don't know.
that thing's moving.
I don't see a good scenario with that thing. I'm not gonna lie. This is
No, but when
scarier
you
than
find
I
a way
thought
to
we'd be
just,
seeing our way into for sure.
I just want a way to know there's a way we can just erase it from
Yeah.
existence. Yeah.
I just want you to know, I
No,
didn't
I
get
do.
you yesterday, but I still got your back.
No, I believe you. You always
Okay,
got.
man.
I always got the shield to remind me.
That's true.
Bros
That's
will be
true.
bros.
Alright,
I need
cool.
to use it.
So,
It's heavy. I'm getting used.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you something to like put bolts in there or something to make it a little bit easier.
Ooh, nice.
a little time passes. Y'all are trekking along. You guys make it relatively quickly because you more or less throw caution kind of to the wind and just kind of march along the tree line and then eventually cut because you can see the barn at one point, and it is there in the distance. And as you approach it, how would you guys like to approach it? Are y'all keeping like
as far away as possible?
Does
Okay.
anyone have a telescope or a spyglass in their inventory?
I have a pebble scope.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
guys
that
not
was
wrong.
dope.
Oh yeah,
If
let's
it's
use
tentacled again, it's fine.
Hey, I'm not gonna let Pebble go poof again, but I'll send Pebble ahead to scout the barn area.
Hey, Rock.
Okay.
We're close enough.
Rock, when you went up to the house last time, were you able to see inside?
If there's light, I
No,
mean I
last
can
time
see.
when we were here last time.
No.
No.
Rock didn't bother looking in
Okay.
last time. It was Al that gave you the report of what he saw inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's all.
I was distracted by pigs.
Yeah, sorry.
Fair
I
enough.
just-
Yeah,
that was
let's-
DM kind of remembering.
Yeah, let's use your new / old friend. Let's go.
Okay, so you will, Rock. You will have to get fairly close, right? You have to get within like 100 feet
100
or
feet.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
Okay.
whenever we're just on the kind of edge of my range, I'll
Actually,
I'll send Pebble
remembering
off.
seeing how he kind of stops, I'll go with him to kind of
Okay.
be his like get out of dodge thing if like he's bamped into him and needs to be pulled out.
Gotcha. All right, so the group approaches. You guys get within, let's say, 300 feet of the barn at this point. How would y'all like to approach
We need
it?
to go stealthy, I think. If we the less movement we make on the ground, I think the less attention we'll draw to ourselves.
Wait, are we gonna?
Yeah, I think Gustav's happy to stay as far away as possible because stealth is not really his deal.
Actually,
So
it's not really
my
deal
survival
either.
check was really more just to like get us back to the place, as far as scoping it out.
Yeah,
How
if
much
we can,
on deck
if we can
for
see
if
that
there's
the
trouble.
farm's still there, then let's not get close to it because we're gonna get tentacle slap. Let's just
I'm not
thumbs up
like
around like, oh, the farm's still here.
So,
now go to the other one.
DM, did it seem like we were 100 feet away from the barn and still getting slapped?
No, it was more like
It's more like what?
a 50-foot area. Like
I mean
50 feet. Dude, those
50
are some
feet
big ass
around.
tentacles.
Well, like it was
No, no.
almost like a sea of forest kind of carved up. You guys, it had about a 15-foot reach, so like
But we could be
give
like
or
80
take.
feet out and still be good.
Yeah,
Well,
possibly.
we
If
also
the
don't-
tentacles are up.
we also don't have to be 100. Like Pebble has eyes; he can see for a distance. I just lose communication with him after 100 feet. Or do I read that wrong?
Or so,
But
yeah.
he still obeys whatever you.
Pebble will do the best of its ability to obey what Rock asks of it. So, like, Rock was like, please go fly carefully inside and let me know what you see. That's where it becomes, do you want Rock to be able to be close enough to be able to the entire time? Or do you want to trust a Fey spirit to be able to interpret what it sees as best as it can to a party member?
I mean, I think because of how scared of the tentacles I am, I'd stop at like 150 feet
Okay.
and send Rock or send Pebble up. And I mean, he's still going to be able to see that distance, so I'll stay bamfed into him.
Okay.
But, it's just kind of a view from a distance. I'm not trying to get
Sure.
full details here.
So you don't necessarily want to go inside and like have it.
Yeah, I'm not risking Pebble again like that. Not a
Okay,
chance. I like
Okay.
Pebble. Screw you guys.
You should go in and scout, write down the message, and have Pebble fly the written message back to us. How about that? Very safe for the bird.
Safest
Safest.
bird option.
Okay.
Also,
So
approaching it, I'm not quiet because I'm stopping at about 150 feet out, but I'm pep talking Pebble.
okay.
Got this little bug.
All right. So so Gustav, I understand you're staying further back. I'm gonna say there's like 2 or 3 groups of people. So like, who's closest to the barn? Who's furthest to the barn?
I'll be one of the closer people.
I'll
Okay.
stay
I'd say
with-
probably Gustav's one of the furthest.
Okay. So
yeah, I
we're
stay
gonna
as
back too.
well.
I stay with Gustav because I don't see a point of going into the barn
All right.
again.
let's clear.
I'll
up
be close.
nonsense. All right. So not the most so close. Far plus. All right, sorry, I didn't get everyone. Adjust your kind of two groups, so I understand. Okay.
Do I get a pebble icon again?
All right.
Yes, pebble icon.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
I saw him on the map when I was
It's
like,
gonna
oh,
be massive
really
when you bring him in, I bet. It's gonna be amazing.
Pebble grew, guys. Super pebble.
Super
Pebble
Saiyan
Junior is like as big as the
Pebble angry.
Pebble now boulder.
Huh? Why would it drop?
Pebble hunger for human flesh. Ah, damn it.
Damn it, the spell went wrong.
Again? Shit.
Yeah, this keeps happening.
Can't just drag
It came back from Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Why won't it drop Pebble's token in? All right, I'll get a Pebble token in a second.
Not
Because
that big of
Pebble
a
is
deal if you
evil.
can.
Oh, it's a big deal. Don't fucking let him off the hook.
All right, give me pebble.
Where my pebble at?
Here, I got you.
You're completely ruining
Nice.
the game for me.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
unplayable.
Pebble's so huge.
Okay,
I do like this
I like the
Pebble
bird
too, though.
drawing.
Yeah.
That is
pretty solid.
stellar.
That's actually a really good Pebble. Very good Pebble.
Drop
Okay.
that and upgrade.
I mean, fuck you.
On a side
yes.
note, as we're approaching, who's with me?
Looks like
Maybe
these four and
Maybe
Pebble.
those four? I'd be like, hey, did we kill all the pig people?
Nope.
No,
Three of 'em ran away.
four-
Yeah, three
Yeah.
ran away.
You're back there, Marb. He can't hear you.
I shouted at it like three. I got super good hearing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, y'all certainly did not kill all of
Nope. One of them shot at me and then pieced out like a little bitch.
So if the pig people can talk to the other pig people,
I
there
don't
might be a
think these
pig army
pigs-
coming for us.
Pigs can't talk, man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What's wrong with you?
I mean, I'm actually saying that in character, just so you know.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, I don't know.
You
if
sound
they
like
can
the
communicate.
townsfolk.
I didn't think pigs could walk on two legs.
And I didn't think that buildings could sprout hundreds of tentacles that slap the shit out of things. So we're all learning a whole. So my vote is, why don't we not make any broad assumptions and just assume everything's gonna kill us?
That's fair.
Okay.
So pig army, yeah, I don't know, could happen.
I hope it's a big army.
So
Farm that shit.
So yeah,
So I suppose what we could do is we could investigate those other houses just to see if they look worse than this situation. And then we can try to prioritize which one we go after once we have backup.
So, real quick, as the closer group approaches the ranch, the barn, many of the shingles have fallen off. There's new holes in the structure of it where some of the wood, the shingle that came on. No sign of the tentacles. Actually, it's kind of eerie how even where the dirt was, you would expect kind of like a mound of dirt. It's almost as if you can barely tell that something even came out.
I'll like sidle back to Marb and be like, just like stage whisper, basically like, you guys want to try burning this again with your little arrow trick you were talking about? Or should we send in the bird first? I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's send in the bird. And
I don't
if
mean
it's
you,
still,
by the way,
drippy
Marb,
and
sorry.
gross inside-
I mean, how stage whispery did you get?
Because y'all are what, like 150 feet apart right now.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
You can maybe go halfway.
Yeah,
you know.
to where I'm not like having to yell, basically.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, hey, if the group can hear you say that, I think Gustav will have some opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can hear. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Unless I mean, I guess I could motion him forward, but I didn't.
Weren't
say
we literally coming out here just to look at it and start shit until we
But-
had backup?
But burning stuff.
Yes,
We're gonna burn the other
whereupon
one.
The house,
But the house with
horrible
tentacles.
legs, and then drags itself over here and murders all of them. Or more likely, just you, because you're the dumbass who set it on fire when we didn't have backup.
That's not very nice.
I thought
Well,
we
I'm
were going
just
to count it.
saying, calling it how I see it.
I thought we were
You're
going
on
to
a real
kite it
rough
to
day.
town.
You're not wrong.
Hey, what's up,
Send the
Dregnar?
I said I thought we were going to try to kite it to town.
I think Gustav looks at you as if he's not really sure if you're joking or not and doesn't really want to ask to find out.
Send the bird. Let's go.
All right, Roque.
The bird.
Rock's dead.
That's ominous.
Rock falls dead. He's
Oh,
now,
that's unfortunate.
he's now playing
Alright.
Pebble only.
He had a good
Yeah.
run.
All right, Roque. Where's Pebble going? To the
Okay,
roof.
so
to the
since
side.
it seems like everything's quiet,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like keep inching forward,
Mhm.
and I'll have Pebble. Oh well, first of all, Pebble's carrying a flower again, which I got to
Perfect.
mention, but I gave him a flower already. So I cast light on that,
choice.
and I kind of
Bold
send him just to circle lower and lower over it once I'm close enough, and then if
Okay.
it still seems quiet, to maybe fly in the front door.
All right, so Pebble.
If you're ever
would-
bamfed in, I'll like just kind of let you. You can just like hold your hand on my shoulder or something, so that you can.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll kind of like bamf into him for a bit, and then if it seems safe, I'll kind of come back out and
Okay.
walk a few steps, and then kind of back. Just I'm being very cautious right now, which unusual for me, I know, but tend to
Yeah.
be scared.
I understand.
They have that effect on people.
I'm assuming you don't have control token, so not represents. God damn it, can't control. Sorry.
Editable and controllable by.
Yeah, controllable by. There you go. Hopefully that'll allow you to move her around a little bit. So yeah, yeah, perfect. Okay, so 5 minutes of Pebble kind of just, or
Pacing
3 minutes, I'll
joint.
say. Yeah, kind of goes around. Go ahead and give me a perception check using Pebble stats. So for that, it'll be at
Minus
advantage +4. D20 +4 at advantage.
4. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
11. Okay. Pebble's flying around. Whenever you're taking your senses into her, you see that in the roof where there's like missing shingles, it's.
Would it be a 15?
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, you didn't roll? Okay.
He rolled his
I rolled.
Oh,
I know I
which
rolled
is a
Pebbles,
plus
but it didn't
one.
add anything to it. So
because you're
it'll be
using
15.
yours,
Oh,
not
uh,
You said it was a roll +4, so
Yeah, okay, perfect. So 15, even better. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you definitely see like where Pebble can kind of make out where like the viscera and the sinew is kind of patching the holes in the roof. As Pebble swings back around to where it's lower and lower and kind of swings back around where the fire spot is, while the wood is gone, there's like no damage to the, we're going to use a lack of a better term, the organic matter. You're smart enough to discern that maybe the slimy, goopy nature of it kind of fought off the flames. By chance, when Pebble goes back and starts getting lower, and right before you give her the order to go inside, Pebble kind of naturally looks down, and you see on the ground near the entrance, where originally the four swine folk were leaving to greet the caravan that was coming, and then ran in. Two of them didn't have weapons. Two of them were carrying something, and you see one of those large bulbous cysts just laying in the ground, and then Pebble goes in.
well, can I interject?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
As soon as I see that like the house is like healed and the cyst and everything, I'm like, I wouldn't send Pebble in. At that point, I'm like, nope, guys,
All right.
house is healing itself.
So Pebble like goes and is like gonna go land, and then just kind of lands on, and then turns, flies back towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's all that. So yeah, what Pebble saw, the building is healing itself. The building itself, like the elements of the building, are not repairing. Like shingles are not growing, wood is not being replaced, but the organic weaving. Yeah, exactly.
Rotting the house. Oh shit.
Yeah. And then there is one of those large cysts just laying maybe 20 feet away from the entrance.
Okay, without thinking,
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw a firebolt at that cyst.
Whoa!
He's
I'm
not
not going to
interrupting you.
interrupt you, but there's definitely going to be a lot of
right.
from the peanut gallery.
I'm traumatized by tentacles. That's what Roque would do.
I'm traumatized too. Stop!
Before anyone can stop me, I'm just like
Release
quickly
one.
make a hand motion and just throw a firebolt.
Will I be quick enough to try to shoot an arrow, like not at him, but super close? So
You're-
stop that.
Marb, you're so far away that even if by the time you shot the arrow, the rate that he could shoot his firebolt would have already left.
So the three of us are in the far group, right? We're like seeing him wave his hands. We're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is?"
Like we
Yep, pretty much. Just like, oh, what is he doing? Is he? No, he's not. Oh my god, he is.
Pretty much.
All right, go do something. Okay, there's the cyst roughly. All right, give me an attack roll.
Wait, it's in the house though, right?
No, it's like
By the
20
door.
feet by.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought it was inside. Okay.
yeah.
Don't
like
worry, I got
Oh, yeah.
spiritual weapon today. I'm gonna walk up to the house and do my AOE. This is gonna be like Hammerden, Diablo 2, easy game. Nope.
Okay.
Easy kill, GG.
GG, no re.
All right, give me damage.
Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Sorry, guys.
Are you good?
Natural reaction.
So you want to pop a pimple,
I
basically?
see a fucked up house. I
Of
should
course.
shoot.
Of course. Why do I bother?
The classic. You should
Turns
just
around
make.
and shoots one of us by accident.
I cannot
100% of
control
the time.
fire well.
Damage.
I'm learning new elements. I give up on fire.
The firebolt, like all of a
Nah,
sudden,
fire gives up on you.
That's actually uncanny. I think you've only rolled like once above a ever on damage. Okay, before anyone can react, like Davis, you're kind of helping
I love it.
steady Roque, right? Just
Yeah,
a
as
little
soon
bit.
as he starts moving his hand, I'm like, yeah, buddy.
You see his eyes like snap back out from the back of his head, and you see him whip his hand, and you see a fire.
I'm gonna raise my glaive in the air when he does it. Just be like,
And it's a solid impact, and the front group, all y'all see is it just kind of jiggle.
I look up. Are we killing the house?
No, we are definitely not killing the house. Not by ourselves. I don't know what that guy's doing.
Yeah, I take a super quick dash into the front group and just try to like grab.
So it'll take
shoulder,
you.
like.
It'll take you a bit because they're about 100, and you can travel 70. So it's going to take you about 10, 12 seconds to get over there. So, Roque, you can do something again if you want to.
Wait. What if I cast Sapphire Strike, which is the new spell I wanted to change?
Okay, and what are you going to do?
God, we're using spell slots for this.
I'm gonna like teleport over there and
And
Goku
now
style
the party
and stop this
destroys
shit.
itself.
Wait. Let me read Zephyr Strike because
Yeah, let me read it too.
I'm glad I have a concept for another character.
No survivors.
But then I'm gonna cast.
And it's still only 30 more feet.
No, yeah, Mark, because you would still you're using your action to do it, right? Or is it?
Bonus. It's bonus.
It says a bonus action, but it's not like it's combat. I don't know.
I mean, I think you'd have to stab me at the end of it, but
Do it.
I thought we agreed. Nope.
Yeah, you'd have to shoot
We
him.
agreed a lot of things. None of
I
them
just
are being stuck
stab the
to.
ground,
Like not fighting the house.
just to like stop them. And I don't know. Do I have to do the damage?
You do not.
I mean, it's only
Just
You-
shoot him with the blunt end of your arrow.
Okay, so what the
Yeah, shoot it
back,
with the feather part.
no. So what the back group sees, you make one weapon attack. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't have to be melee. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, Gustav, especially you're kind of in tandem with Marb. Marb starts running, and then you've never seen Marb do this before, and he kind of just like for a second there, just kind of blinks out of reality and just kind of shows up closer to Roque, and then with his dagger, he just kind of slams it or spikes the ground next to Roque's foot, in a sense, in a very like higher tune. Okay.
I just whisper as like loudly whispers aloud with a really creepy voice. Do not do that again. We're leaving right now. The house is super gross. And like look really intently into Roque's eyes.
Okay, I'll be like
kissing.
Fuck, you beat me.
But like,
you got me. We'll start making out. It was a really passionate moment. We locked eyes. It was beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roque would respond with, be like, "Hey, do you want to try the fire arrow thing? Let's see if we can kill that pussy thing."
I repeat again in like the scary voice. I said we're leaving right now, unless you want an arrow through your skull. And I start looking at everyone individually. House is gross. Tentacles are gross. We're about to get fucked up by the house again. We're leaving. Or you're getting an arrow to your skull.
I mean, that's Marb.
Can I just like gently touch Marb and use guidance to try and convince him to try the fire arrow thing?
Ooh, well, guidance isn't.
Guidance is
you
more
guide
for
it
helping.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convince
Sorry,
him.
if
If you have like
I don't
friends
know.
or something, you could do it. Or
Don't worry
suggest-
about that.
All right, so
So I swing my hammer and I smack Gustav in the face.
Yes, I'm gonna hit the guy who's literally doing nothing.
God damn it!
You're the only one within range.
That way, things won't escalate.
1 second. Give me 1 second. All right.
This house is tearing our family apart.
It's anarchy now.
I'd just be like, guys, like help me out. That thing could spawn another thing of something. We should at least kill what we can see.
Which is
say-
why we're getting
Which
back
is
up,
why-
you idiot.
I did.
So
Yeah, but it's just a pile of goo right now.
Yeah,
when we
which-
come back,
this
it could
Is
be.
it? Are you sure? Do you want to walk over there and check?
this is
Hey,
not
guys.
that dissimilar to what we did the first night, right, guys? I mean, we saw those same things when we burned the first 3 things down. Maybe it's reverted to some. Maybe it's dormant now or something. We could go.
And maybe
Come on.
it's not, and it'll rip your ass in half once you go.
Well, let's just pop the zit, and then if it turns into something scary, we just run.
Wow, brilliant plan.
Let's take
Real
this
quick,
compromise. Let's take this compromise. I have a longbow. If we go to the safe distance where we won't get tentacled, I'll shoot an arrow, and if the house
I
starts
think
moving,
we are at a
'cause it
safe
got
distance for that.
pinched.
I like that one.
I like that plan.
And then
I
we'll
like
move
that plan.
back.
But I'm
and
gonna
then
light
do it
your arrow
again,
on fire.
and then move back and then do it again.
Yeah, I'm in on that as long as I get to light your arrow.
Okay, so
But then we all agree we're gonna bolt immediately uphill, reconvene with the group, forget about the house.
After you try and pop the zit.
If something happens, spooky tentacles, house starts groaning or something, we're gonna leave.
Sure.
Guys, the DM is rolling. That's a bad sign.
Deal.
Yeah, let's go. Back up.
I'm assuming
No,
y'all
we
are
should
like
keep
yelling.
arguing. I think we should
towards
keep
each
debating.
I think I'm
You're
pretty
probably
even.
right.
I'm not as I was gonna be like, guys, are y'all whispering? No, y'all are not whispering. Y'all are
I'm
yelling.
setting up
You're
a
not
camp.
whispering. Marb
No,
tried
we
to
were
stab me.
whispering at the loudest volume possible.
Yeah,
We're settling in.
I'll grab Roque and pull him back too.
Okay.
Okay, I won't resist. I'll go with
And like I'll grab Al on the way. But it's like guys, it would just like shuffle everybody.
Pebble. No,
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna touch Dregnar. That guy can do whatever the hell he wants.
He can wrestle a double bear pig. Do you
Yeah,
really
I've
wanna
seen.
try
I'm not
that?
about to try and fuck with him.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive that he reined in a pig, right? A double bear pig.
Barreling down the hill.
Yeah. All right.
It's what I do.
All right. Please, by all means, do whatever you guys wanted to do. Interesting.
Can we assume I can hit that house at 600 feet? Do I need to take any disadvantage?
No, we're not hitting the
yeah.
house. We're trying to hit this. Are we trying to hit the house, or are we trying to hit this thing? I guess the house is
The little
better.
thing.
He's a sharpshooter. It's kind of nuts. He doesn't. Yeah,
It
his
says
range
the
is 600
maximum
feet.
range is 600.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! All
He's
right.
got a long bow. Like this is the first time you actually look at the bow that Roque that he's using. It's as big as him.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of
He's a little thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Whoa,
still.
whoa, whoa!
It's not that big of a deal, but yes.
So a 5-foot guy shooting a 5-foot bow.
Is very
Kind
sensitive
of
to
impressive.
inside.
Hey, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, relatively speaking, there's some other very large people in this party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, y'all are all freakishly large in a sense. It's like, what, we got a 6'4", a 6'4", and a 6'3", or something like that?
Yeah.
Grant, are you that
So we
tall?
get, so
4
we
and
have, yeah,
5.
and the turtle is 7 feet tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
The turtle is
Yeah,
No,
that's
turtles
great
are
enough.
turtle. They're not tall. I'm like
Oh.
5'5" ish.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're the regular
that
size.
5, like that 5 inches is like the half of the foot is more of like the hump from his shell as he's like arched over.
It's
Yeah.
just the two humans
just-
and me that are tall, right?
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Al's pretty normal. Marb is actually like pretty much spot on average. Kenku.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Your average looking foe.
Like it's eerie when Marb, just taking away from the game will return. It's eerie when Nico made Marb. He's just like, I want to be the most plain, boring Kenku ever. I'm like, okay.
Mhm. And then it stabs you in the back.
Yeah.
You'll never see
Then
it
you're like,
coming.
oh,
You're
man.
like,
Unless you're
what
a
did it
tree
look
golem.
like? A Kenku? I don't know. Perfect.
Adam, I see that everybody else is backing up. I look at
Yes.
them. I look at the house. I look at them.
Mhm.
I stomp my foot in disgust and follow them.
Oh, you're not going to assist?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, let's not stop. That's kind of what brings the tentacle things, I think.
Hey, it's Dregnar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When you stomp, I'm gonna kind of wander over to you. I'm still walking with everyone. I'm gonna be like, I've killed an ogre with these guys, and one of those pigs that you killed, and I've healed almost everybody once, and they don't trust me worth shit. But you come along, and they're like, "Hey, cool, join, friend." What is this?
Well, that's what it's like being a dwarf. We're trustworthy.
It's amazing because it's so character accurate.
And,
Oh!
and true. 100% true.
100% true. Oh my god.
I haven't cried this much in a D&D game.
If you want, I can talk to him on your behalf.
Somebody might as well, because it doesn't matter what I do.
As you're having this conversation, Pebble flies over and like just lands comfortably on Dregnar's top knot.
Nice.
Just
What
even-
the?
My bird.
What
likes
is that?
But he's over here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I couldn't find him. Dunk.
You better not shit on my head.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Roll a 1d20.
It's a spirit. It doesn't shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know
It
this.
shits fairy dust.
Says he wants it to.
Yeah.
Wait, so when I've been feeding Pebble all this time, is he just doing it to make me feel better?
Yes.
Oh,
Just falls through him on the ground.
Out of character? Yes.
Okay,
100%.
their relationship.
But you don't like you still have a company. Just
Your relationship is built on a lie.
Is that the same as like when she fakes an orgasm?
Oh,
Yes.
I've been lying to you this whole
made- you
time.
made it
You
weird.
can't trust him now.
God, I haven't cried this much in a game. Okay,
Alright,
so
that's 600
fire
feet. Let's go.
arrow plan. Go. Is that what's happening?
We're 600 feet out.
Okay.
Ask Rogue to flame me up.
Yeah, and once he's knocked and ready, I'll just kind of like firebolt the tip to light her up.
Okay.
Ooh, awesome. Yeah.
It ignites. Yep. I'll tell you what the extra damage is when you sharpshooter or regular. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna take my sharpshooter, so I just can hit a lot better.
Okay.
So D20 plus. Please, RNG gods, no. 13.
So
It's still a big fucking house.
yeah. So well, you're not shooting the house, right? You're shooting the.
We're aiming at a pimple.
I thought he was naming
Yeah, we're aiming at the fire hot red pimple.
Oh, sorry.
Super
Yeah.
pimple.
So, all right. So this plan doesn't seem to make too much sense. In that y'all have never seen anyone take a shot like this. But Gustav is just arms crossed. Marb is just getting his arrow, notching it, and he does a full draw. Like you see Marb with using the strength of his back and his chest, does a proper draw. The string reaches to where his ears would you imagine to be. Roque, you light it. Marb, you loose it. It flies. Go ahead and roll me. Okay, technically has taken damage. 2d8 plus 2d6 plus what is it? 3, and then you can use your wisdom modifier.
2d8
plus 2d6 plus 6.
Oh, and I can add my fiery bits to it?
The fire bit allowed him to add a 1d6 fire damage to it instead of a 1.
Perfect.
Wait, would it be only 1d8?
No, your longbow is a d8. Your colossal slayer, because Roque shot this thing, it's hurt. He put 2 fire damage on it. So yeah, 2d8, 2d6 plus 6. Because it's plus 3 from your dex and then plus 3 from your.
Well, 18. I'll take it.
All right. So you see this crazy shot. Sinks straight in the center of it. The fire gets goes out, and surprisingly, Grant and Marb, y'all have the best vision. Oh, and actually Al and all the 3 of y'all can see it, and the cyst just kind of jiggles.
The cyst.
Did we get it?
Arrow-proof?
No, I mean you definitely shot it. It didn't pop. It just kind of. The cyst, keep in mind, is like the size of you take your average person. So take yourself, and then from your waist to the top of your head, it's about that big. Like it was literally when the swine people were carrying it, they were like barrel carrying it in a sense. It's pretty large. So yeah, you definitely shot it. Some of the flames licked up, and it just kind of wobbled there.
Guys, did I see it wobble? Did I see it wobble?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, guys, that might be the food for the super demon bull thing. That might be corrupted flesh that it eats. Since it doesn't seem to pop.
Wait, the house eats the pimples? I thought they were taking the pimples out of the house.
The gem house that we were at. Remember all the drawings on the wall? There was the cows, and then the worms, and then there was some sort of flesh that something else ate. What if the pimple thing is the flesh that it eats? We're shooting its food, maybe.
Okay. Roque.
Yeah.
Very good. Go ahead and roll a Arcana check. Al.
I got this.
Because he's spewing this nonsense that's starting to make sense.
Whoa, net.
Oh, boom! I got this.
Arcana check as well. Or do you want to assist? Oh no, he already rolled. Okay, so roll me an Arcana. Okay.
All right, kill the turtle. He's going crazy.
All right.
Now someone's got to put him down.
Because I would do this in a whisper, but I actually want to give this information out because Roque, you're very close. And you rolled a natural 20 a few times in the house, so this is the literal Sherlock Holmes moment in your head. Things are clicking. The worms infest something, convert something into what you saw was like the goopy drawing. That goop drawing gets taken to this thing. This thing converts the goop into the cysts. The cysts are taken and used to form the army. That's like raw, in a sense, for like what we can say, that's like a cyst of stem cells being ready to be shaped.
Okay.
The swine folk that you saw this time were much more cohesive, right? They weren't like sweating and bloated and a person turned into this. These are, you're smart enough to ascertain that, oh shit, that's waiting to be turned into a swine person, 2 swine people, 3 swine. You don't know how many, but that's this process. And so now you know that symbol with the 7 and the X, kind of the 7X symbol, this is a flesh farm. So you had incubators, which made the worms, which y'all have successfully burnt all 3 of the incubators down. Have you killed all the worms? Probably. You don't know. This is a flesh farm. It's what takes the now fluid flesh and converts it into a usable substance. And it looks like the the pigs that were coming harvest this, and then possibly take it somewhere to spawn more of their own. Or maybe that's how they make the double bear pigs. You don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, guys, we need to smash that cube and we need to burn this place. I don't care that it's scary. Hey, dwarf guy, how do you feel about smashing a zip cube thing?
Tell me what you need me to smash.
That thing that we just shot needs to go.
Okay, I start walking that way.
Okay.
I'm walking with him.
Okay.
Like, I can't send dwarf friend on my bird legs.
I personally don't. Davis wouldn't believe him, but could I read his intent and see if I believe him? I don't know.
Insight check, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me roll it.
I mean,
can I roll the same?
12
Yeah,
on the insight.
Absolutely. Whoever wants to roll an insight against what Marb just said. Al, if you're going to roll insight, you can do it at advantage.
Roque said, right?
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, what Roque said. Sorry. Yeah. Al, you can roll at advantage if you want to insight because you're kind of trying to put the pieces together in your head as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't believe him. I'm like,
okay, so Roque, this stuff doesn't make sense to y'all, but at the same time, he hasn't attacked y'all, right? Like, he hasn't done anything directly, and he's just marching off Dregnar. So they're about 70 feet now.
I exhale very loudly and try to roll my eyes like a bird will roll its eyes and go like, "Baka!" but like in a frustrated way. But just like start following them, and I like, well, if we're gonna like shoot something or if there's gonna be fire, I'm gonna be there to like light it up. And I like.
Well, I'm glad we went through all the trouble to come up with a plan and then completely throw it out.
At this point, the group collective is smart enough to realize, with some of the stuff that Roque has said, fire ain't gonna work. The house put the fire out on itself. You might be able to physically burn down the structure.
Can we burn the food? I thought we were just gonna destroy the food.
That's fine. Yeah. But someone said let's burn the barn down. Maybe I misunderstood.
I mean, I just like to burn things.
Can we use the food as fire to light up the house?
It seemed to take the fire
the food that didn't burn.
Yeah.
I think old
Can
fashioned.
we poison the food?
Smash and
give
stab
me
should work.
fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Exactly. All right.
I mean,
so
I kind of like Grant's idea of poisoning the food, maybe.
Although the other option is that the entire area of Volpine is fucked because they're losing villagers, and maybe we need to organize a retreat.
Grant, when you say poison, give me a medicine check.
Sure.
You are more than welcome to
the
guidance
least
or something.
medicine-y. Okay, wait.
Please roll a 20.
I have like a negative.
No, you don't. You're wisdom.
Yeah, medicine is wisdom. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you would need to possibly take the cyst and study ? To determine how to poison it. These things are hardy. Like, you've seen one of these double bear pigs literally contain acid in itself and be fine, right?
Yeah.
Does Marb have a giant cyst pocket?
I do not, unfortunately.
You can only assume so, yeah.
So while poisoning, great idea. You don't know what this is. You don't even know, because you've seen, the entirety of the group minus Dregnar had seen the little pebble, or not the bird pebble, but little pellet of this fluid flesh that Gustav stepped on inside the
first part,
the homestead. The first building.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that this is what that stuff is made out of.
To the barn.
The barn itself. This seems to be the product that the barn made. This is the
the barn takes the flesh juice and then spits out the cyst.
Yes.
So we can get some flesh juice, poison it, and give it to the farm. Will the farm die?
Possibly.
Did that make any sense?
Yeah, or because DM trying to help, especially since Roque is kind of putting the pieces together. Or potentially you can do something to the cyst, and then if they take it to possibly do with the cyst what they do, maybe it'll backfire on them or something. But you don't know.
We could also follow the pigs harvesting stuff from here back to presumably Simon and murder his ass because it's all his fault. Because he was cheating on his wife and he had a baby mama, needed extra money or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to give you all a little bit of information, but yeah, go for it. Whatever you guys want to do to the system.
Dude.
I'm staying back because I'll probably be the last one to go. If everybody else goes, I'll go, but I'm staying back.
I mean, are you guys just planning to punch the tentacles until the house falls down? I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing.
I want to deal with the cyst first, however we decide to do that, and then this place has got to go because it's going to make more pigs.
Cool. Gustav is going to stand back and watch. Just see when things start getting real bad and then investigate salvaging that situation.
Sounds good. All right, so pimple popping squad. How close do you get to the pimple?
I mean, Dwarf's going to smash, so...
Yeah.
Smash, not harvest?
Assuming he doesn't get smashed by a tentacle on the way there.
That is correct.
You make it...
Well, the house...
But he's pretty dodgy, so I'm sure he'll be fine, maybe.
Maybe they don't share, like, their feeling. Because it's a product, so...
I'm with Dregnar, but I'd stay just, like, he's slightly in front of me.
Oh, sure. I'm following them and, like, keeping an eye out.
Okay.
We're all going to die.
The house didn't freak out when Roque threw the firebolts before and when Marb shot the arrows. So if Dwarf is punching it, I'm sure it'll be fine. The house is not going to freak out. It's fine.
Cool. Dregnar, you get to the pimple cyst thing.
Okay.
Give me an attack. If you're going to attack it, attack roll at advantage. If you hit, it's a crit.
No. Because I'm not completely stupid. I use my shield, I pick it up, and I start walking outside of the radius of the arms as far as we know them.
Okay. So you take, let's say, how safe are you being? Like super cautious?
Well, you said before it was 50 feet, right? So I'll go 70.
Perfect. Okay. Pimple and pimple popping group go 70 feet. Boop. Away.
Does it drip everywhere, and what does it smell like?
It smells like bad.
As you pick it up, I mean, it smells like at this point it's been out in the sun, or starting out in the day, in the evening. Nothing has come to like try to gnaw on it or anything because, well, there's not much life. It definitely reeks of that bad breath, decaying tooth kind of smell, right?
Yeah.
It's
gross.
Slick in a sense, but it's not like slippery.
Well, I wouldn't know that because I'm not touching it.
But you sort of scoop it kind of on your shield, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that initial, like you were able to
gotcha.
Get it. It's on your shield. You're kind of balancing it. It kind of just jiggles, like as if it's like
it's more
like Jello,
like pudding.
Not quite like Jello. It's like
flesh pudding.
It's less than Jello, but it definitely moves.
Okay.
But it is solid. Like the part that you like when you touched it, it didn't like your hand like didn't go in it, like just gloop in it or leave a palm print. It's like skin, right? It's like kind of like loose skin, maybe.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, you walk with it. It jiggles.
I'll turn back to Grant and Gustav and be like, would it be really dumb for me to yell like, "Hey, are you guys done yet?" Out like to those guys out there and make a bunch of noise? Because I kind of want to, but I think it would be pretty dumb.
I really don't want to die.
Gustav's basically just staring daggers in the back of everyone's head. He just says like, whatever you want to do, man.
I love Gustav.
You do you, man. You do you.
All right.
All right, I won't say anything.
So y'all successfully get 60, 70, 80 feet away from the barn.
Okay. Sweet. I'll drop it down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the pimple popping part and say, "Do you want me to do this?"
Does anybody object?
It's just these three.
Nope.
This thing's either food or gonna, make pigs. Either way.
Maybe there's a baby pig in it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe the real baby pig was
Punch
inside of us the whole time.
The real baby
Maybe
pig
the
was
real
the friends
baby
we
pig-
made along the way.
Yeah, along the way.
So you said roll d20 twice?
Yeah, you're attacking at advantage. You
So it's essentially like an unconscious prone thing.
yeah, it's helpless. I mean,
It's true.
Oh my god, we're murdering a baby pig.
It lets out a.
Oh no! I'm not evil yet. I'm a baby.
Your alignment is now chaotic evil.
Damn it! I fucking knew it.
I screwed up.
yeah. I mean, literally, I'm just making sure that you. Okay, well, give me one more.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There you go.
No, you did the same thing. You did the same thing again.
Okay.
But whatever.
There you go. Okay, yeah. Its AC is like its AC is 8. Like you would have popped it and it just bounced off possibly. Yeah, but yeah, you hit it. So it's a crit. I'm assuming you're punching it, so it's 4
Yes.
damage plus D4 plus. So roll me a D4 and I'll add the damage up.
This thing doesn't pop. We should keep it as a pet.
Damn it.
A really gross pet.
Ooh, there we
Okay,
go.
2, 6 plus 3, 7 plus the initial damage. You give it a whack. It's starting to like you see like this bruise and blemish start to form where your fist landed. You see where the arrow stuck in. The arrow in there, and now that you're actually looking at it, it's like it's dripping like a fluid, and it's at some point it's kind of like clear, then it's kind of more like pinkish, then it's kind of reddish, then it's kind of purple, depending on how the light catches it.
Okay.
You give it another pop. It hasn't popped.
Do I need to roll attack again or just damage?
Just give me damage. I did not expect you to attack this thing. This is crazy to me. Nice. Okay, max damage. So 10 damage. You pop it, and your fist goes all the way through. You manage to get it.
Oh.
I'm now wondering what you expected us to do to this pussy thing on the ground. What interactions were you expecting us to have
You
with
kind of put me in charge of the the knowledge of this thing. What did you expect?
I know. Okay, and then so as you
No, my worst nightmare.
as you kind of like naturally kind of
Supposed to
pull your
charm
fist
it.
out, and then it kind of splits open. It's just a network of this strings of flesh and sinew, and
Oh.
there's not organs, but there seems to be masses shaping. There's like tumors, and
Oh god.
it's just a whole bunch of like raw flesh material. And then it just starts to kind of like, now that you've kind of punctured it, it just starts to kind of sleuth out. And it's almost like if you like eviscerated something and its guts start to kind of slip out, which I know you've done in your real life at some point in your military career. It just like the inside just starts to like roll out from it. And it just, the stench is not bad. It just smells like blood, and the outside is much more of the rotten tooth smell, but the inside just smells like skin and flesh. And yeah, you popped it.
Is Pop dead? Can we call it dead now?
Was it ever alive?
Is it unusable?
Hey man, you tell me.
You
Maybe we
popped
should-
a pimple.
Maybe we should bury it. I have a shovel still.
No.
Now he wants to bury it. This guy's crazy.
You
I
can't
don't know what to do with it. I just know that this is either going to feed something bad or turn into something bad. If you don't believe me, keep it. See what happens.
You're confident that you disrupted its stability, and given some time, it'll probably become useless.
I'm going to kick it.
Nah, that'll teach him.
You get it all over your bare.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, all the rest of us
toes.
over here are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck you, goop thing. Piece
I
of
tap him in
shit.
the shoulder and be like, "Okay, feel better now? Can we
I-
just like go back to the OG plan?"
Yeah, I immediately regret kicking it and walked to join the group, wiping my foot off, and being like, "Okay."
He's like dragging his walk kind of behind as he's walking, kind of cleaning it.
I'm kind of upset
Well,
you didn't make him roll attack roll on the kick.
No, it's fine.
No, who
Marb
was it
trips
that
and
asked me
falls on
to
the.
ask me to do this? It was Marb, right?
Yeah.
I walk up to Marb and I wipe my hand on his clothes.
Can I use something to roll against like reaction or like reflexes or something? To see
I
if
mean, if you really want to, but getting on your cloak. Like you're not expecting, you just kind of like puts his hand on you. But yeah, go ahead. Give
what
me
do I need to roll?
yeah,
Dex save, maybe?
sure. Give me a dex save.
Dex save +5.
I'm assuming you're not expecting this, right?
Are you saying is he a
probably
disadvantage?
No, I'm
Because
just
if so, I
making
could
the
give him
DC higher.
advantage. Fuck.
No,
I want to use that
Oh
damn
my
ability.
God. Okay, never mind.
Just-
Bother. I'm just like in cloud nine.
Yeah, the wherever Dregnar puts his hand, you just have this like, yeah, it's wet, it's gross. It doesn't smell terrible, at least, but it smells like iron and blood.
Gross.
Gross. All right, you guys have successfully popped a pimple.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay!
Next
Like,
house.
hey, thanks,
With
Dregnar.
100,000 experience, you're on level 7.
Yeah,
We-
no.
So powerful.
The president called and he said you did a great job.
Did you,
So happy.
did you find
world
anything
thanks
inside
you.
the pimple, guys? Was there a great sword in
Yeah.
there that somebody could just?
You really
use?
did it, you guys.
All right, let's go.
Thanks for the help. Backwards hiding behind a tree group.
All right, so y'all are going to this one next.
Yeah.
All right, survival crew, give me survival checks.
Who's the survival crew?
Usually-
survival crew.
Marb and Gustav, because they have.
I'm
the
part of the
highest
survival crew.
If you want to, you're more than welcome. Nice,
It's,
21.
18.
18, okay.
I mean, I'm +3 in survival.
20. Not
Okay.
natural.
That's fine.
That doesn't mean much.
Okay, so yeah, Marb and Gustav, y'all kind of assert your normal tandem, figuring out the path, and then Dregnar kind of just starts keeping up with y'all and starts helping y'all kind of discern the best path to take. You end up following along the path that the carts have withered into the ground.
So does it look like
It's
they're
gonna
going from
take-
house to house?
Well, there seems to be paths like kind of maybe between these that you can tell. Like
Okay.
they were originally kind of with the cart that the initial pig men were coming in. Same situation. So y'all are walking, kind of keeping. Are people keeping an eye out? Are y'all walking slowly, stealthily? Y'all are heading into an
We should
unknown.
not be
So.
following the exact track that the pigmen used to transport their materials.
I mean,
There you
we'll
go.
see them coming, right? We'll know if they're
Can I
coming.
ask a very out of character question
But yeah, we should be like not directly on the path. I don't think.
to
If
everyone?
Marb can guide us, that would be best.
All right, what's up, Marb?
I just noticed it's 11. I need to go to bed.
Yeah. I noticed the time too. I didn't realize already as well. So
This
5
a good
minutes?
place to stop before we. Yeah.
it's a
I don't
very
want
good
us
place
to
to
get
stop.
into the other house and like
Yeah.
get attacked by an army of pigs.
No, it's a very good place to stop. But I just want to paint the picture. So as the group, Grant pipes up, says, "Hey, we should probably get further off the the track." Y'all kind of all shift in unison, going, looking around. Y'all are taking a bit of a slower pace because this is more the unknown. But the three that are leading the navigation, they seem to be more confident and getting kind of more familiar with like the lay of the land and instinctively understanding where the forest is and everything. As you start approaching where you would think you'd start to see the barn, you see a wagon. You see another wagon. You see one that's tipped over. You see another wagon, You're almost like approaching like a caravan / wagon graveyard, almost like as if you were like going to, what is it, like a junkyard? It's just wagons
Littered.
sprawled all over. Some tipped over, some broken, some in fairly good condition. Some are like rutted in the mud. But yeah, at least on this little, like, as you're approaching, you still haven't seen the barn yet, but 1, 2, 5, 12, 20, 25, and it's just haphazardly all scattered along. You know, are kind of carefully navigating, maybe approaching one carefully, nothing inside, nothing there. They seem to be stripped clean. There might be like a crate, and there might be flies buzzing around it because maybe there's some that have long gone rancid and rotten. And that is where we will leave off for tonight.
So how far out are we at this point? Do we know?
20. Let's say about 15 minutes, and you should be able to see the next structure.
Nice.
Sweet. Awesome people.
Cool, good game.
Have a wonderful week.
Yep, good game.
It was fun.
Also, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
How long are we hiatusing for? Are people coming next week?
That was the one question I had. How are people looking for Thursday next week, or are we?
Undetermined for me. I don't know if I'll get that off.
Almost definitely not for me.
Perfect.
And then after that
would be New Year's. So
assuming we did, yeah,
would be
like
the second. Would be
the second, like maybe, but
so
like I will have my laptop and I will theoretically be able to do stuff, but I don't know.
I don't want to force anyone into it, right? You know, so. Let's aim for just giving information. So, you know, please post like what your availabilities will be. If it becomes the latest, that would be 9th.
My information has been given.
Okay. So we could potentially do the 26th, which is a no. We could potentially do the 2nd, which is a maybe. And then if not, definitely the 9th. Sounds good? Unless we want to try to squeeze in a weekend at some point. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. Sorry we ran long. I didn't even know the time.
Yeah, I didn't even notice either. That was pretty fun. I laughed a lot.
My stomach hurts.
You guys have a good one.
Seems like a good sign.
I legitimately cried at points. So good night. You guys were awesome.
Have a good
Later,
night.
guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.